Oh, I'd rather, spend my money on experiences and a trip or a vacation. I was like,
Yep.
that's what cars are. I think to like people who don't understand it, car is an experience.
Mm-hmm.
If you get the right one. Sure,
Mm-hmm.
if you're driving a Prius, like it's not much of an experience. You get in, you drive. It's like there's not too much nuance to it. There's no theatrics about it. It
No,
does
it's
the
not.
job and it does the job well.
Yeah.
But these cars, you're in a sci-fi movie.
Straight
A
up.
whole bunch of stuff going on that you're like, whoa, what the? Like, you get in that car, you stump it, your heart's racing. It's literally an experience.
What's up, my guy?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. Welcome to the Liftoff Experience, man. Excited to have you on, bro. I got some
Thanks for
tricks up
having
my
me.
sleeve. Don't you worry.
Okay.
I got the sound effects and shit. But
Yeah, that's cool.
yeah, dude. So you're better. How we were just talking before we got on air that you got hit almost 2 weeks.
Yeah, that was crazy. I've never I usually get sick maybe like once a year,
Okay.
and then that'll last 3 days, maybe four.
Me too.
Okay, same, right?
Yeah.
So this time, it started off. It was like something not noticeable. It's like, oh, okay, my body's probably fighting something. It'll go away. Three
Yeah.
days later, I get hit with the symptoms all at once. And I'm like,
What?
what the hell's going on? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, it's already been 3 days. How did it get worse?
Exactly.
Yeah, so it got worse, and then I basically had to just move on my appointments,
Fuck.
for like by a week,
Yeah.
or just to be safe because I was like, I don't know what this is, and I had by the fifth day I had a cough,
Okay.
crazy cough, and then by the seventh day the cough was worse, and then
What?
yeah, and then it didn't die down until like the ninth day, and then it lingered all the way until like 12 days. It was insane.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I never had anything like that before. I was like, the hell.
And any lead up wise, like no one around you, was anyone around you sick? Or like
I had noticed a lot of my clients had a bit of a cough or a sniffle, maybe quite a few
Okay.
of them, but nothing insane.
Yeah.
My girlfriend, she was fine too. She said she
Okay.
felt like maybe an irritated throat a day or two prior to me feeling anything.
Now, did
but
she get this too after you got it?
No.
Dude, my wife didn't get it either.
Yeah. I think I heard somewhere that it's a sign that your immune system's really strong. So if you get into contact with whatever the virus is, right, your body fights it.
Yeah.
And then before it's passed on, oftentimes your body's already fought it, so it's
Yeah.
weaker now. So by the time it gets to the other person, it's so weak that their immune system can fend it off, and they don't have any symptoms.
Interesting.
Strong immune system. Huh?
Let's go. Let's go. I love that, dude. I love that. No, it was interesting because for me, I was in Japan. I wasn't even in Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, what the fuck? And then before we went to Japan, my wife, she was dealing with something and she never gets sick. And it wasn't exactly this.
Mhm.
And I'm going through the same shit. And I'm at the cough stage that you were just talking about.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm like, where the fuck did this respiratory and cough situation coming up out
Yeah.
of nowhere?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And so I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And then so she had something similar, but not the same. It was a cough, and she just couldn't kick it. And my daughter had a cough and whatever else. And then she got better, and then went to Japan. 2 weeks, it was great, the whole nine. I think for sure for me, I was off my game from like I do like the controlled breathing with Wim Hof, and I do red light panel, and I go to the gym, and I have like my hydration thing that I do every morning, sea salt water, lemon, and I was like off my game with that shit.
Mhm.
And then I don't eat a lot of sweets, but out there. It's like
Trying stuff out.
and it's strawberry season, and they got strawberry shortcake everywhere. And I like strawberry shortcake. You know what I'm saying? It's like fuck.
They got
And
me.
way too much sugar. So
Yeah.
I think that's one reason why it kind of fucked me up with my immune system. But it's interesting coming back from Japan how this came up for me, when it's just like I wasn't even in the country for 2 weeks, but still I got the same shit you got.
Mhm.
And then my partner got it, and he's up in Oregon.
Yeah,
I'm like, how the fuck did he get it in Oregon? You know what I'm saying? So unless maybe I kind of already had carried it before or something, I don't know.
Or it's global already and just nobody knows about it.
Hey, comment. We want to hear from y'all. Did you get sick? If you got sick, was it similar to Q? What he experienced? And yeah, man, I don't know, because I heard now my wife was talking to her sister yesterday, and she's in California. And if you don't already know, we're in Arizona, and she's dealing with a stomach thing. So she's dealing with some type of stomach thing, and she can't keep nothing down. Anything that she eats, she's like throwing up. The daughter has what we have. She's 7, by the way, y'all, and she got in vertigo, and then she's throwing up,
Mm.
which is interesting.
That was weird because I was getting a lot of stomach cramps randomly.
So okay, so there you go. There you
And
go.
then TMI had the runs a few
So did
times too.
I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
And then I was dealing with like fatigue, but weird like brain fog too. I wasn't as sharp. I
Yes.
was forgetting random stuff. I have two
Yes.
phones. I forgot my other phone. I couldn't even process the payment after I worked with the client because I didn't have my other phone. I was like, you can just. They had to figure out. He had to figure out another way to pay me because I didn't have my other phone, which I usually do that
Oh
through. Yeah, I was just
shit.
forgetting like simple stuff all the time. I was like, whoa, what is this?
Yes.
Symptoms are and a lot of body aches and cramps.
Me too. Yep.
Crazy, and like I've never experienced cramps like that before. I was like, what? It like aches in my legs, in my
Yes.
back, in my arms,
Yes.
everywhere, like really, really bad. Like I had just working out. It was so weird.
I wonder. It seems like another version, if not like maybe a spinoff of COVID,
That's what I was thinking.
right.
Yeah.
I'm thinking spike proteins here. I'm thinking, the aches, the pains, all that type of stuff. I mean,
Attached to the lungs.
attached to the lungs. Yeah, it's definitely, I think, around fucking two of COVID, which it seems not exactly like just organic. It seems like something modified or
Mhm.
something that's maybe has been kind of like, I don't know,
Well, they did
man-made.
say it was mutating really fast. Like we already had
Really?
like during a lot of people don't realize during COVID we had about 3 different strains of it.
Oh, I
It
didn't
wasn't
think about
just
that.
COVID. It was mutated 3 times throughout the entire
Uh,
pandemic, and it continued to mutate afterwards. So, and they said it would continue to, and that's why COVID was so bad, is because it mutated so fast.
mm,
Everybody's immune system wouldn't adjust to it. So,
makes sense.
yeah, so it's still mutating now. Then they said that it would bound to happen where we get another wave of it eventually.
Well,
So that's
here it
probably what
is.
it could be. Who knows? Or it could be something entirely different. Who knows?
Interesting. Yeah. Well, first off, I'm glad you're good. I'm glad that
Me
I'm on
too.
the
Yeah.
mends. I mean, I did the Prime IV like Saturday. The next, like, as soon as it started hitting me, I was like,
Remember
all
you
right, I'm
telling me
getting an
that?
IV drip. So I got
Mhm.
that shit. And then I follow Wim Hof quite a bit, and everything is based off of inflammation in the body, right? And
Mhm.
so he's talking about how when you can over oxygenate the body, and then you breathe in, and then you breathe out the stress, breathe in the relax, breathe out the stress. So I've been really going tough on the breathing as well,
Mhm.
and getting out in the sun and just fucking baking. I was just baking out there.
Bro, the sun's the ultimate cheat code.
Cheat code, bro.
I was talking to my girlfriend before I was leaving, and I was saying I need to make a post about that because before uh, we've been in this house we moved into
Hmm.
for about a little over a year now.
Okay.
And prior to that, we were in an apartment complex. And before I get super logistical, basically, we were facing the windows in the apartment were all facing northbound.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
in Arizona. The sun never gets north of us. It's always like kind of southwards facing.
Yeah, we're west facing, so we got a lot. Fucking
Oh,
fun.
okay, good. So you're getting that, right? So we were facing north. So, and then in north, our windows were facing a courtyard, and then there's this huge shade. We're not getting any direct sunlight, really. It's really
Ah,
inconvenient to get sunlight.
dang.
So, my girlfriend suggested to get my vitamin D levels checked, which
Ah.
I resisted for a while, being honest.
It's the
But
man in us,
yeah,
we're talking about. We're
I was like,
good.
yeah, I'm good. I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
finally did it, and I was like crazy deficient.
Really?
Yes, like I think I don't remember the point system
Huh.
exactly, but I'll just make up one to be close to where it's at. So say like your levels are supposed to be at anywhere from 35 to 40 points, right? Of
Yeah, yeah.
vitamin, right? I was at like 11.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
it was really, really bad.
Wow.
Um, so a girlfriend consulted with one of her friends. She's an herbalist. She has herbalist friends.
Yeah, yeah.
And her friend said,
Shout out.
she does consultations where she assesses people's
Yeah.
health and see what you can take to help try improving things.
Mm.
But she said that she's never seen vitamin D levels that low before.
Wow.
And also, side note to my fellow black folk, we need more vitamin D than anybody else because of melanin in it, where it acts as a filter, and we need to spend more time in the sun in order to get the same amount of vitamin D level as somebody
Ah,
with less melanin. So
interesting.
it's harder for us to absorb it.
One of those. Let's go.
Yeah. So,
Interesting. No shit.
so
Okay.
she said she's never seen anything that low. So she got me on these it was like vitamin D in liquid form,
Okay.
concentration. So I got on that, but
I'm
also,
with that.
yeah, get in the sun.
Yeah.
one dude because I
Yeah.
tattooing all day,
Inside.
5 days a week. I'm inside. I'm never seeing the sun.
Mm-mm.
I get there, I'm working all day. The sun's down by the time I'm leaving.
Yep.
And then I repeat
Yep.
it the next day. So I'm barely ever in the sun. So I started making a
Damn.
thing to get in the sun. But then fast forward anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
we're in the house now. We have a backyard.
Mm.
There's plenty of light in the house, but also the backyard just makes it so convenient to go outside and get some sun.
Hell
So
yeah.
the difference in like I have a picture of me like before, a little bit before we moved out, and
Okay.
then 8 months later,
Yeah, yeah.
night and day.
Really?
Yeah, because actually, vitamin D is a big part of like muscle production. So
Ah.
all of a sudden, like even though I'm not working out crazy, I'm just start
Yeah.
working out maybe 2-3 times a week, just getting in a couple 100 push-ups,
Yeah.
sit-ups,
Yeah.
pull-ups, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I put on like the difference. You can see it clearly in my body, the difference, and
Wow.
so it's not like I was working out crazy, but just because of my bringing up my vitamin D levels, it just made
Mm-hmm.
it that much easier to put on
Mm-hmm.
muscle and retain the muscle.
Dude, congratulations to
Uh,
y'all. And let that be a sign. I don't believe in coincidences, but everything happens for a reason. Go
yeah.
get checked and go get your blood work. I'm gonna do mine,
Hmm.
not just because of what you're saying. I
You're
actually
already doing
have.
that stuff.
Well, yeah, I am. But like my wife's friend, so her name's Poonam. Shout out Poonam. You gotta get on the show. And so she's a doctor, but she deals with like blood work to a different level. So like as an example, you go to your physician and you get your blood work done, right? And
Hmm.
they'll go through the whole process and they'll give you your markers based off of the average.
Right,
And
right.
that's the average of just society in general, and Poonam goes deeper into like the average from like a higher like the average not from the average of just society, but the average from like the above average. Like so like
Mm,
where are the markers at from people that are optimal, not
mm.
people that are overweight, obesity type
Or
stuff,
what's
and
considered normal to society now.
exactly.
Okay.
And so I want to get my blood work done because I used to be on TRT and I got my blood work done and I didn't need that shit because like we'll go back to like what you said earlier on the scale. So if you say 1100 is the highest
Hmm.
and like say we'll say 100 is the lowest, I was at like 580, 590, almost 6. So I was in
Okay.
the middle of the
Yeah.
range. And then I got on TRT, went up to 1100. And then I'm like
Damn.
breaking out and shit and like
Uh,
back in like my 20s and I'm like fuck dude, like I don't want all this acne and
yeah.
like and then you gotta shoot yourself up the ass and you're like I'm like this is so I did it for like 6 months. I got off of it.
Uh-huh.
And I actually did a TikTok about it, and to this day, people still send me direct messages and shit. They're like, "Hey, how do you feel after getting off of it? You know, I'm thinking about getting off of
It's
this
still
TRT
going.
thing,
That
but it's
video, yeah.
still going." I'm like, "What the fuck?" And so you don't need TRT, y'all. But I just had my birthday. I just turned 40, and so I'm like, I
Happy
want to.
birthday.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you, my
Congratulations.
guy. 14th, March 14th, and so that's one reason why I went to Japan. And so now I'm like, I wanna switch some shit up, right? And
Uh,
I want to get to the next level of just awareness and I already measure a lot of stuff with I got the ring that I measure everything on,
okay.
my sleep, my vitals, stuff like that, and then I have like my fitness pal for like my macros, fat, carbs, fat, protein, stuff like that. Go to the gym like 6 days a week, and well, 6 days a week, but mainly five weights four, cardio six.
Hmm.
And but I just like want to see where I'm at now, being off TRT for a little while,
Hmm.
and then just see where everything's at. And I'll have to ask her about the vitamin D for sure and
Yeah.
see what's up
Yeah,
because
definitely.
it's crazy, dude. And then the older that you get, the more you got to be conscious of all this
Uh-huh.
shit,
Yeah.
dude. It's like you're young, you're like, I'm invincible, I'm good, fucking no big deal. And as you start to age, it's like, hold
It's,
up, like,
they said after 40, it like declines 1% every year or something like that.
yeah, something like that. That's where like I do the red light therapy and maybe TMI, but fucking I throw the balls out and fucking I'm getting the red light therapy
Everything.
there
Yeah,
everywhere, bro.
everything.
And I'm getting the fucking and doing the breathing's good too. Cause when I went to Prime and I got my blood, my fucking IV or whatever, she like took out the thing and she like the blood fucking came back hella quick and she's like, oh shit. I'm like, what? She's like, "Oh, you got really good blood circulation." I was like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Yeah, that came out quick." I was like, "Okay, cool, good to know."
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah.
because you gotta have just like fucking tire pressure, right? Oil
Uh-huh.
pressure in the car. You
Yeah.
gotta have some good blood pressure in your fucking body, right? And wanna feel fucking good, and
It's
gotta
fun.
take care of your woman,
That's funny. That's why um I like cars a lot because it reminds me of the anatomy of the body. There's so
right?
many individual systems working together to produce the machine that runs. And it's the same thing with us. We need the heart, the engine. You need your lungs, the air intake.
Yes.
The transmission, your nervous system.
Yep. Yep.
So
You know,
it's funny.
it's crazy you say that because so I got Gucci seats done, and maybe hey team, you could throw up a picture of on here the Gucci seats so they could see them for the GTR, and so I put them in, and I go for a little test drive, and I don't know what you guys believe, but I'm like, man, I feel like the car's happier.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
weird.
it's
Like
weird, huh?
it was like the car felt different. Like yeah,
Uh-huh.
I know it's different materials, and I'm sitting on it and whatever, but I just felt like the car was happier. And then my wife, we went last night, and we haven't had anything normal, like no Mexican food, no pizza. You know, Japan is all very interesting foods.
Uh-huh.
And then being sick, it's like 3 weeks without having like Mexican food is one of my favorite. So we went to Mikhail's last night, and we were just pick it up, come back. Daughter's still sick, and so I take her for a ride. And then we were on a night walk last night, and she's like, "Yeah, I felt like the car felt different. It felt like it was happier." I'm like, "See," I was like, "I told you." I was like, it just feels different." It was like, "Yeah, I just got some plastic surgery done." You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
No, for real.
Got a facelift.
Yeah, it got a BBL.
For real, it did. It did.
I feel like everything holds energy,
Yes.
and we can sense that. It's
Yes.
sometimes when I'm like, and I swear I feel the same thing. Even just washing my car, I
Yes.
swear it'll drive better after I wash
You
it.
know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying?
swear to God.
I'm right there with I'm right there with you because what was I doing? I was about to leave for Japan, and I wanted to get and cycle some gasoline because I'm running off ethanol. And they say that you want to cycle gasoline because it's the detergents for the vehicle, so that way, the lines and everything else, and then it's a lot harsher, like the ethanol, because you're in ethanol, right? And so I cycle it, and I'm at like so typically I run around 73% air, so ratio wise, as far as like 73% would be like for like the ethanol content
Okay. Yeah.
in the fuel system. And
Hmm.
so it's down now to like 30-40%.
Okay.
But for some reason, I'm like getting hella pops and bangs. Like I'm like downshifting in
Uh-huh.
first and just like give it to like 2-3 thousand, let go, and it's just popping and banging. I'm like, what the? It's like, are you liking that detergent? Are you giving me some? Are you talking to me right now?
It's like,
Well,
yeah, more burbles. Let's
yeah,
go.
hella burbles, bro. And I was like, this is fucking interesting. So, and if I don't know about your car, but the GTR has been the one car that I've had that it always is different. It
Yeah,
always feels different.
it's charismatic. The car.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so.
Yours too?
So funny you say that because I've been so because it's only been what 3 months since I got this C8Z06
Yeah.
2023.
Congratulations. Let's
Hey,
go.
thank you. Hey, let's go, let's go. So I
Our
have been
girls are
wanting.
next to each other in the garage right now.
So I've been wanting that car for 2 years,
2 years.
maybe
Congrats.
longer. Yeah.
Okay.
But one thing that always stood out to me is how charismatic the engine and the exhaust note is.
Oh yeah.
It's so different. There's so much nuance. So like
Yep.
nothing sounds exactly the same. Like you could play around with the gear. Okay, in third gear, 2,500 RPM, and then depending on how much throttle I'm putting in, it's gonna have a different tune. And then
Ah.
or I might get a different burble. No shift is the same.
Okay.
Yeah, and I might get like an aggressive shift. I might get one where it's just a smooth
Interesting.
one. I might get a bump shift. You never know what you're gonna get with the car. So it's like
That's
waking
sick.
up with like, okay, what are we gonna do today? Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
I love it.
I love it too, bro. It's so sick. And it's interesting too. And I can imagine because probably, and we would love comment below if you have a high performance vehicle of any type. Because I feel like the higher performance of the vehicle
Mhm.
and definitely I think the higher performance and engineering of the vehicle is where I think you get the complexity of things a bit more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I
Because you
agree.
have more going on.
Yeah.
And then with the higher horsepower, then I feel like it just amplifies like the feel of everything too
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
you're in it. You
Definitely.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Uh-huh.
It's interesting,
Yeah.
dude. It's interesting.
It's a wild horse.
It is a wild horse, dude. It is. And actually, before we left, I met. Shout out to James, and James is someone that we're in talks about. The sponsor of our show, Liftoff Experience, is Liftoff Agent, and big shout out to the team behind the scenes for all the edit production of the show. And so James is interested in potentially working with us and making some
Mhm.
calls and whatever else. And my back right tire, and I was at the last show, so I'm part of, and you've been to it, Cannonball.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I went to Cannonball show, and this is out in Twin Creek. and we went to that
I missed that one. Yeah,
that one's
that one
good.
looked good.
It was good. We had some Karen bullshit happen,
I
and
saw
then
you post the cop. They had the cop show
cops
up. Oh,
show
you guys
up.
were just parked.
We're just parked, but then he took us out to fucking a residential almost area,
Uh-huh.
even though it was like out there, but it was like you had to go through the residence, and then like it was like pretty much in front of this lady's house, not really. So she brought out her John Deere and she's driving down the fucking thing like, what are y'all doing with these cars, blah blah. So eventually we had to leave, and then we finished off at that one spot that has like the go karts, and then you go up in the fucking Raptors, and you could like you get the harnesses, and you walk around this gymnasium thing, and has
Oh
an
wow.
outdoor inside place. It's a barbecue place. I forgot the name at the top of my head. Super cool place though. And so we took both the TRX and the GTR, and he drove the TRX with my daughter. I must trust this guy. And
Yeah.
my wife and I were in the GTR. So he was driving back, and I was hurt with her, and we both looked at each other like, "Why isn't he in this car? Like he's been driving that truck the whole time." So she gets in the truck, he gets in the car, and the back left tire or right tire has been going low, just like
Mhm.
it's so slow, like
Mm.
every 2, 3, 4, 5 days it goes down like a couple pounds, nothing crazy.
Mhm.
And I hit it, and the fucking car like went like sideways practically, and then it like the computer system, going back to the original, this engineering of the car and everything else, computer system caught it, and it
Mhm.
brought it back within like milliseconds. My wife was like, what the fuck happened? Because when
Wow.
we got back, she was like, the fucking car lady was like sideways or some shit. And then all of a sudden it was like straight again. I was like, yeah, I said, it's probably because the air in the back right tire, but the computer caught it, and the cars no, and
Traction control.
traction control. And it's amazing, dude. They definitely have a life of their own.
Yeah.
And it's just so fun to like be in the driver's seat and then get to experience it, and just like, better hold on.
That's what cars are. I think to like people who don't understand it. Um, I forgot who I was talking to this about, but they were saying like, "Oh, I'd rather spend my money on experiences and a trip or a
Yep.
vacation." I was like, "A
Yep.
car is an experience
Mm-hmm.
if you get the right one." Sure,
Mm-hmm.
if you're driving a Prius, like it's not much of an experience. You get in, you drive. It's like there's not too much nuance to it. There's
Nope.
nothing. There's no theatrics about it. It
No,
does
there's
the
not.
job and it does the job well.
Yeah.
With these cars, you're in a sci-fi movie.
Straight
It's a
up.
whole bunch of stuff going on that you're like, whoa, what the like you get in that car, you stump it, your heart's racing. Like it's not it's
It
so
is.
it's I don't need it's a literally an experience.
It's literally experience,
Nothing to compare it to, yeah.
and I feel like there's something to be said about like the responsibility of it as well. And I think when we could talk a bit about this for viewers and listeners out there, it's like the like respect for it,
Hmm.
and then the level of there's a level of responsibility to not just respect the car, but respect others that
Hmm.
respect the car, or
Hmm.
maybe it's their goal. So like going to a show, letting someone sit in it, or let him turn it on, or letting them rev it.
Yeah,
Like
the enthusiasm. You
the en-
want to keep it going.
exactly.
You want someone else, especially a young enthusiast, to have a good experience and then
Hell yeah.
also carry that over to be if they get a car similar
Mm-hmm.
to carry the same energy.
Yes.
You,
Yes.
you don't want it because you're representing car enthusiasm when you have a car like that. You don't want to be
Yes.
that guy saying, "Oh yeah, all these GTR guys, they're all assholes.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck
look
them.
at that
Whatever.
guy, so he
Yeah.
thinks he's the better than me because he's got that fast car." You don't want it to be that.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of the ways it's portrayed online.
Yep.
But in real life, a lot of these people who have these cars are really, really nice,
Oh my God, they're amazing.
super
Like if
nice.
you ever see someone in a nice car, don't be afraid to approach them. Like
Mm,
they are super nice. It's interesting. I also have a TRX, the Ram, and there's something about the people that drive those vehicles and the stigma around. A lot of them don't really get up on them. They don't really
mhm,
they don't race, they don't do pulls, they just kind of drive them, which is
mhm,
interesting because one dude at the gym, I did a pull under like the overpass going to EOS one morning,
mhm.
and the like he was in an R32, I think his buddy's
Nice.
R32, and then he like
Mhm.
comes up hella hard on me, and then like we park next to each other, and he's like, oh man, I never seen anyone really take off in one of those trucks before. It's fucking fast. I'm like, yeah, they are really
Yeah.
fast, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it's also cool too to like break the stigma of what maybe people think about a
Perception
certain
online.
thing, the perception online.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But the GTR, it's expected. Where's the pops? Where's the bangs?
Yeah.
Do
Oh
the
yeah.
pull. Like those cars,
Rev
everyone, dude. It is like it is expected. But like for you in the Z06, like is there what comes up for you? Does anyone is it a Revit? Is it a do a pull or people on the freeway like like come take pictures? Like, what are you've encountered?
Um, I've definitely gotten a lot more Revits.
You
Yeah,
have?
since the Stingray to the Z06, I've way more Revit. Actually, a
Okay.
really funny experience last night. Well, was it last night or the night before? Um, yeah, I picked up my girlfriend from the airport in the Z06,
Yeah.
and it's late, and neither of us has ate anything. So we're like, okay, let's try to find something that's open late, get something
Yeah.
to eat. We're downtown Tempe. For those who don't know, Tempe is more so a college
For
city.
sure. Yeah.
Sure, ASU's right down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're off Mill Avenue
Okay.
at 12 a.m. People are drunk walking, right? We come to the stoplight. This guy's like, rev it, rev it. I rev it a couple times. He's like, that's it. Like, he's like, gay. My
What?
trunk's louder than that. I was like,
Oh my
it was
god.
funny to me. You could tell he was drunk off his ass. So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah. Yeah.
hilarious. But I
Interesting.
definitely have gotten a lot more Revits
Okay.
or um the rear view camera. There's a camera above my
Yeah.
engine, and so
Yeah.
I can flip it on, and it's just a camera there, so I don't have to look at the rear view mirror.
Okay.
It spoils the hell out of you. So
I've
I
seen
gotten too
them.
used to it.
They're dope.
But yeah, so I can see better,
Hmm.
and a lot of the times I'll see people behind me, and they'll bust out the phone.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I can see it way more now, so it
Okay.
happens
That's
way more
sick.
often. Yeah, I had
Can you record on that or no?
not on that one. No, there's a
Okay.
camera.
Okay.
Well, maybe I'm not sure because
That'd be cool if you could,
yeah,
bro.
there's
That
a
whole
feature called
segment and shit.
PDR, performance data recorder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I can turn it on, and then there's the cameras in the front that will record all my driving. I'm not sure about the rear though.
Interesting.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You could do a whole like fucking short form,
Montage of
montage.
everybody's
I mean, could do
reactions.
long. Yeah, just
Yeah,
fucking just people saying some shit.
yeah, that would be cool.
That's the one thing I think when it comes to the GTR, out of a lot of cars out there, as far as if you're talking about like, I guess decibels,
Hmm.
like it is very loud,
Hmm.
especially when you do the fucking flame map, which I
Hmm.
do have on the GTR. It
Hmm.
is like ear piercing fucking loud, and so that's where I feel like out of the Ferraris and Lamborghinis and a lot of different cars, and like my wife never knew, and she never was like a car person per
Hmm.
se, and so I got the GTR, and then now she gets it. And
Hmm.
then she saw the flame map, and then she's like, "That's why it's Godzilla." Like she had no idea. So now she's like, "Okay, got it. Like makes sense now." Anyone that doesn't have fucking straight pipe with fucking the flame map on a GTR, like sorry, you don't have a real fucking GTR now. But yeah, that's the one thing that I think that people would be pleasantly surprised if fucking I'll be downtown doing some shit like that with you. That'd be fun.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of embarrassed about. I
Yeah.
never put that two and two together with the reference to Godzilla. I
Really?
thought
Just now?
yeah, just now you just made that
What?
connection for me.
What?
Because like my understanding was that okay, it's an imported car.
Okay.
It's a monster
Yeah.
with a tune, absolute monster. It was
Yeah.
whooping other cars in its generations
From
and still now.
2009?
Yes, monstrosity.
Yeah.
It came from Japan.
Yeah.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
So that a kaiju, it's a monster, so that was my
Mhm.
perception of it. It's like, okay, yeah, the nickname Godzilla, but I never thought,
Ah.
oh, the massive flames issues. I never thought of that.
Hello. Yeah,
Okay,
now
that makes
because
a
not
lot of
everyone
sense.
has the flame map, but that's
Uh,
what basically people like to do. And the thing that I will say about the flame map, because anyone who's a car guy, they know that fucking it pulls the timing, it throws extra fuel, then you're throwing fire out the back. It
mhm,
can fuck up your motor. It could dry out, say, piston rings, and you can have scoring of the inside of the wall of the cylinder. Also, it could fuck up your what is it, valve stems, not valve stems, but the fucking things that open and close that lets in oxygen and fucking fuel. What are they called?
oh, the
Come on, comment below, y'all. What the fuck is it called, man? Come on. Yeah, those things, the round fucking things, and there you have like four of them. But it could
throttle
bend.
bodies. No, that's not it. No,
Not the throttle
yeah,
body.
no,
It's
I'm thinking about the
but it's the valve stem, or is it valves? Yeah,
yeah,
valves.
just the valves themselves
Yeah,
that
the valves
let the
themselves.
air in and out. From
Correct. So they say the valves can get bent and can cause some issues.
uh,
But I'll tell you what, dude, I don't know how many people that have GTRs that have the flame map that haven't had any issues from that perspective of
yeah.
like, I've seen more like guys blowing their shit out because they're fucking over revving it. Like if you have a 2016 and older
Uh-huh.
and you put it into the manual mode,
Uh-huh.
the car won't shift. So you
Yeah,
have to
you
shift
have
it.
to. There's no protection.
There's
The,
no
that the
protection.
CPU won't protect it and shift
Nope,
it.
or it'll fucking blow the motor.
Oh
So
wow.
mine has that
Uh-huh.
because it's been retuned and flame maps on there, and then I got everything with EcuTech and my buddy, and he did it. Because you could fucking put it into it's automatically ready for launch mode. You just brake gas, and then in the ECU you can program wherever you want your shift point to go. So like mine's like 34 or 35, and it'll fucking just dump. But the problem is that if it doesn't shift, then you're gonna fucking over rev and then hit that red line, and then that's when you're gonna be throwing a piston or fucking throwing a rod through the fucking piston.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that shit,
Mm-hmm.
but I haven't really, knock on fucking wood, because I probably do the flame map more than I need to, and I've been really good, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
But who gives a damn?
I don't
You're
know.
shooting flames.
Exactly, and the car
You
seems
didn't.
to like it.
Yeah, you didn't get that car for reliability.
No,
That's. I
no.
made a video. So the Z06 shoots flame stock.
Oh yeah, you were
Yeah.
talking about
Uh-huh.
that. I remember.
Yeah. So I made me and my homie on the freeway. And we're just like messing around, right?
Yeah.
And he calls me. He's like, "That bitch shooting flames. What the hell?"
The
And
fuck?
I'm like, "Oh yeah, I already knew because I watched a million Z06 videos. So I
Yeah,
already knew."
yeah,
But he
yeah.
was so shocked because he didn't know. And then I posted the video, and on the internet, people were like, "Oh, well, that's gonna burn your back bumper." I'm like, "Bro, it's like that stock. They trust me. The Chevy engineers
Hello.
accounted for that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
plus, if it burns the bumper, I don't care. It's shooting flames.
I'm
That's
on my
not what I
second
get in the
bumper,
car."
bro.
Yeah.
My shit got burnt. You know what I'm saying? They didn't account for that, the engineers on my side, but yeah, if it's stock, like it's like, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, there's like blue flames that they're like,
Yeah.
nothing compared to yours, but there's still
Yeah.
flames, but there's not enough to
I'm
really
sure if
like
you did
melt the whole.
exhaust, you could probably fucking get way more.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Valvetronic exhaust.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, to nasty flames, but
So, put you on game, and in Arizona, doesn't matter the year of the car.
hmm
Just have to have a garage. They do. I'll do this on miles, right? Limit you, right? Classic car insurance, smog exempt. You don't need cats. You could do fucking full on straight pipe, even with your Z06.
really.
Swear. Yes. I could show you the information and all that shit.
Uh-huh.
I go through gingerbread. I think it was like gingerbread, fucking whatever. I have like there's like Haggerty, there's
Oh yeah, I
gingerbread,
heard that
there's
Haggerty. Yeah.
yeah, and like I think there's like a broker. I think gingerbread is like a broker, and then they'll find you whatever. But like, dude, I'm at like something like I'm gonna up it because I'm only getting about 76,500 in coverage. I need to probably be closer to like 96,000. So I'm gonna bump that up,
hmm
but I pay $950 a year for my insurance, full coverage with roadside assistance. If your car breaks down at a car show, they'll fucking tow your ass. You also get like a windshield a year. My car's registered for 5 years, and it's a 2026, and I have straight pipe. No exhaust, no nothing. I mean, it's Nismo, I guess, piping. I don't know. It says Nismo on the back, but outside of that, it's like fucking, it's like headers and then dump back. So I don't know.
Hmm.
Could be your next fucking couple mods, bro. Get classic car insurance and then go
I
straight
tried
pipe.
with Haggerty. They weren't going for that.
Oh, they weren't?
No.
No
Yeah,
shit.
it's not considered that yet. I guess maybe too new. But
Huh.
also, I'm not straight piping that thing.
No? You think it'd
No,
be too much?
it's too much. That it's already plenty loud enough for me, for
Okay.
my personal taste. I know
Okay,
a lot of
okay,
people
okay.
do it, and it sounds like a screaming F1 car.
Yeah.
I've actually met someone who
Really?
has one, yeah, and drove with him. That shit was way too loud. Yeah,
Oh,
that would
wow.
drive me insane because I daily the Z06.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's too much. The Z06 has enough range to where it's comfortable daily.
Okay.
When you don't want to be feeling like you're in a race car, it's actually pretty docile. You
Hmm.
put it in like a tour mode. It also has a
Yeah.
weather mode, which is even more docile. Like it muffles the hell out of the exhaust.
Okay.
Close the valves completely. You can barely hear the car. And then
Interesting.
the suspension, Chevy's magnetic ride suspension is amazing.
Really?
Yeah, super comfortable suspension. Like I
Wow.
feel like you're in a Mercedes in the
That's
softer
fucking,
settings. Yeah.
that's so
So
badass.
I don't think I would do an exhaust. Though.
No?
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I want one.
Yeah.
I want to. I was thinking the Z06. I probably end up. They're saying that they're not limiting the ZR1s and the ZR1X. So I'll
Mhm.
probably end up going the ZR1X. I think I'll probably end up getting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll probably I'll probably be 12 months or so. Let things die down a little bit.
Yeah, but yeah,
You
those
know what I'm saying?
those
markups and the
charge.
fucking
Yeah, crazy
dude,
markups.
crazy markup. Now, I will say this is not a fucking paid promotion here. Shameless plug. Fucking Gas Monkey
Garage.
Garage is
Yeah,
giving away a fucking ZR1X.
yeah. I've been
Did you
getting those
see that
ads.
shit?
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, Richard, you're
yeah.
crazy,
They're
bro.
insane.
He's insane.
Yeah, this is the black one, right?
No, it's a silver
Or it's
one.
the silver one?
It's a
Oh
silver one.
no, the Z06 was the black one that
Uh
they
huh.
gave away before that. It was a
Yeah.
black Z06. Now
I
they're doing
thought
the
that was
Z06.
crazy enough. And then
Yeah,
he's like, then they're doing freaking the
ZR1
zero one
giveaway.
X. I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck?
ZR1X.
X.
What?
That's what I said. Yeah. Number 11 on the VIN.
Oh my god,
That's what I said.
that's insane.
It might be worth it to fucking enter, dude. I don't know.
They might have just got me.
You feel me?
Yeah,
Like at that point, it's just like I just get like car care shit. I'm like, I'll get some fucking soap and fucking rags. I gotta get that shit anyways. You know what I'm saying? I win a fucking Corvette. I'm down. Like, like that'd be fucking
be
badass.
worth it. Yeah.
That'd be worth it. And plus for me, so it was New Year's Eve and my grandmother's been dealing with COPD and a bunch of shit for a long time. This is so my mom is with Joseph, and Joseph is my stepfather, and this is his mother. And so my grandparents have been gone for a long, long time. But Grandma Judy, as we would call her, she basically took me under her wing, and she was like basically my grandma.
Mhm.
And growing my company, I would go over, and I would used to do a lot of just random shit. And so one of them was chauffeuring. So I'd chauffeur people to the airport. This is back in California, back in the Bay Area.
Okay.
And so San Francisco airport I'd go every so often, and she was in San Mateo. So I'd go and see her, and then I rented a GTR for my birthday. This was like 7, 8 years ago before now I own one, and then I knew she loved Corvettes. So then the last time I went, which was 2022, I rented because I was there for an event for Liftoff Agent, and I rented a 2022 red C8 Corvette.
Mm.
And I picked her up, and she was fucking over the moon and so excited. And I drove her all around in it, and she was just like, "Wow!" And I said, "One day, Grandma, get you one of these," and blah blah, because she had to get rid of her Corvettes because she ended up having a family and 2 seats and didn't make sense
Yeah.
and what have you. But yeah, so she was gone. She was known by like Redbird, and so she ended up passing away New Year's Eve.
Mm.
And so we went out there last month in February and went to her celebration of life and everything else. And then I was talking to my uncle. So she has 2 sons, Joseph and Sean. And he came out here last month in February at the end. So the beginning of February, I was out there in San Mateo, celebration of life. And then he came that month. So we took him out to Zen Burger. You guys like a good burger? Downtown Gilbert.
Familiar.
Hella bomb, bro.
Yeah.
So I took him there, and he said that like, a Corvette would be a car that he would like actually like and enjoy
Mhm.
because growing up and his mom and everything else. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have to. I want to surprise him and get him a fucking Corvette. He'd be cool with like a Z06 or some shit, and then I want to get the Z06, like the 8, like either get ZR1X or get the just the ZR1. We'll see, but I think you gotta go with the X, right? I mean,
Or just CR1. It's already
the ZR1's
beyond unusable power.
That's true. It's true. It's
Even
almost-
what we're driving now is beyond unusable on the streets. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's the funny thing I'll tell people is that.
Well, did you hear about the ZR1X that they just unlocked the fucking ECU
they
and
tuned
they
one?
tuned one for an additional 150 horse?
Yes.
1,400.
Yes.
Fuck. 1,400 from the factory, bro.
And I think also it's putting out more than that, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because that
think so, too.
engine, that they made is probably capable of like 1,400 horsepower on its own.
And it's your engine. It's your engine, but like they change it
Buffed up. Yeah. They
internals
changed
and
out the they actually shortened the piston rods.
Yeah.
So there's a shorter throw on those, but they're bulkier too.
Okay.
Piston heads, they're
Yep.
reshaped to
Okay.
handle the massive amount of pressure
Yeah.
being thrown in there because
Yeah.
I forgot how many pounds of booster running in that thing. It's an insane number.
Yeah, I can only
Insane
imagine.
figure.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. So it's
a fucking giant vacuum
yeah.
cleaner.
It is similar, but they said it's a completely different engine characteristic wise.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking so
Yeah.
crazy.
They went
dude.
crazy with that thing. It's nuts.
They had to be. They're like, you know what? fuck you, everyone else, okay? All right, Germans, all right, fucking Italians, like we're just gonna fucking show you what's up. And to be honest, like I think what I've learned over the years, and take it for what you guys want out there for the car lovers in this segment of cars that we're talking about today, is like there's the Lambos, there's the Ferraris, there's all these different cars.
Mhm.
But if you think about bang for the buck, like what you have, or even like the ZR1X, or just ZR1, the GTR, there's certain cars that are bang for the buck. Like you don't need to spend $500,000. And like honestly, I don't really even care about like the Koenigseggs and like the fucking crazy multi-million dollar cars. Like I don't even think I would want those.
Bang for buck, unbeatable. Some of these
Unbeatable.
cars, like a GTR,
Yeah.
insane.
I mean, you hear about the fucking Koenigsegg and all that, and like the issues that they're
Yeah,
having with the Jesco
the
and all that.
Steve
It's
Hamilton's
Steve
video.
Hamilton and all that
Yeah,
shit. I'm like, I don't
I
want to
didn't
deal
know
with that
that.
shit.
That used to be my Not it used to be. I was still.
You'd also take one.
I'd still take one, even though I might only be able to drive it 2 days. But it the yeah the Jesco
Yeah, the Jesco.
Absolute, the top
Absolute.
speed one.
Yep.
I wanted that. Those freaking like jet wings. I don't know. I just spoke to my soul. So I was like,
It
wow,
is
that's
bad
like
the fuck
yeah,
acid.
yeah.
I
That's
mean,
probably the only hyper car I would want.
okay.
I
Okay.
mean, or I would take a LaFerrari. Of course, who wouldn't take a LaFerrari?
Those are fucking
The Holy
fire.
anyone from the Holy Trinity who
Holy
wouldn't take
Trinity.
that? A Porsche 918 Spider
Yep.
or a McLaren P1.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
Yeah.
I got
Those
lucky
are
enough to see one in
sick.
person.
Really?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Wow. That's what's up.
Timeless, really timeless design with that thing.
I just saw a
Yeah.
video pop up for Tavares. Another fucking P. I don't know if that guy's ever gonna finish
Oh,
his cars. I have no idea. I just saw a
yeah,
YouTube video.
he's still working on that
He's
P1.
still fucking working on that
Has
P.
it been like 3 years?
Well, the most recent video that just like I saw pop up on Instagram, or no, not even Instagram. I'll have to pop that shit back up in a second. But where was it? He literally just came through and it said something, and it's like, I don't know, it's like, can you finish a project already, bro? What did it say? I swear it just like popped up before you got here. And it was something like rebuilding the P1 in 24 hours or something like that. Or McLaren said you would have to come to us or some bullshit. But like, yeah, I was like, what? So I'll have to see where he's at with that. But I was just like, interesting. But of course, now I don't even see it in my history here. But yeah, those are badass cars.
Mhm.
Those are sick. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Comment below. What would be your dream hypercar? You know, I mean, for me, I think hypercar wise, like I really like that Koenigsegg. It's fucking the white one. That he has a Koenigsegg. It's a white one. The doors go up. Super sick. I forgot exactly which one it's called.
I think they all have their doors, damn near all of them.
Yeah, I
Because they
think the
have
doors are
they
the
call them
same, right?
dihedral. Yeah, dihedral doors.
Yeah,
They're because
yeah,
they're not butterfly. They go
yeah.
out and then they just rotate upwards. Yeah.
Okay,
And
okay.
then so it might
Let me
be the
see.
Agera, the Rugera. It's probably the Rugera.
Koenigsegg lineup. It is
It's likely the because what you talking about, Steve? Steve has that one too.
CCX.
Oh, the CCX.
The CCX.
Okay, yeah,
That one was fucking super sick,
yeah,
dude.
that
Like
one's nice.
it's just clean. Like doesn't have because they have the CCAX and then they have the CCX and then they have like the Jesco, which is super sick as well, and the
Yes.
Regera
CCX is
RS
super
Phoenix.
clean.
Interesting. Yeah, they got a bunch. But yeah, he's where is it? This fucking picture is hella, and I can pop shit up here too.
Okay.
But yeah, you can barely even see it that picture. But yeah, so hypercar probably something like that. But I
Yeah.
just feel like there's just so many. Like I think, what's your thoughts about when you think about cars?
Hmm.
And you have one that you bought that's already, I mean, dude, from the factory, it's so badass as it is, right? And then I have the GTR, and you see a lot of the GTR guys, they do a lot of modifications, or then you see people like, like the Civics, the Integras, a lot of like the $20,000 to $30,000 range cars. Like, you go to these shows and they do like all types of shit, like paint work and rims and tires and exhaust and motor and chroming and all this type of stuff. Like same thing with like, you see the donks, the lowriders and stuff like that, or muscle cars. But personality wise, like what's your thoughts about like putting your own personality and personal touch to like a Z06? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And making it your own. Like, do you think it's as good as it is? Or do you think that there's something to be said about also maybe modifying, changing, adding, So it's like also like more to your characteristics and personality.
Mm, that's a good question. I like that. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where guys do mods. They'll make their Z06 lighter,
Okay.
um, or they'll like maybe like they'll make it lighter. They'll do like I've seen the common mods are like a Venturi cold air intake. So
Yeah.
they'll replace the cold air intake. They'll replace the dual throttle bodies
Yep.
to bring it up to like a 36 or 38 millimeter throttle body.
Yep. Yep.
And then they'll do a catless or catback exhaust, one of the two.
Okay.
And then those three together, I've seen people say like makes the Z06 wake up a lot. Like, yeah,
Really?
but I don't need that.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
already unusable to me personally. I don't need more of that.
Okay.
These guys are probably used to the extreme of the extreme.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys, there's one dude on horsepower obsessed on YouTube. He talks about Corvettes and Z06s all the time, but he has a
Ah.
C7 ZR1.
Okay.
And those things are
Those are
absolute
badass.
animals and horrifying to drive.
They are.
So they're used to that kind of stuff. For me,
Yeah.
this is the most power I've ever
Okay.
even come close to driving. I
Okay.
mean, my friend, he has a red eye Hellcat. He let me drive that once. That was
Yeah.
oh no, hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
They're insane, but also I feel like they just put a fucking super quick car, a quick motor into like literally like a box. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the car's not really aerodynamic or anything. It's a muscle car,
Mhm.
which I respect. I had a 72 Chevelle. I love muscle cars, but I saw one of those be raced to the 01X, and the 01X fucking beat it. Like I saw.
Oh wait, that was a demon though, wasn't
Oh,
it?
that was the demon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, the demon. I mean, you're only
And
going to be able
that's
to use that on the drag strip anyway.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a whole other level. But
Yeah.
it's crazy like how now the 01X is at a point now where it's like it could I mean do everything. Track, straight line, car show. It's an all around car that hits every single fucking
Checks
box.
every box. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's insane.
So that's the modification portion, but what about look wise?
Look wise, yeah, probably small things.
Okay.
Really small things. Like I was telling you earlier, the smoke out the taillights because
Yep.
it's the red mist metallic tint
Mhm.
coat, so it matches that red of the taillights that's been bugging me. The front pillars on the windshield are red too, but my top is black.
I remember,
'Cause I
yeah.
have the transparent one that's like you can see through it.
Yeah.
So I want to make the pillars black to match that, so I can get that just that whole front portion black.
Yeah.
And then I might do a slight smoke out on the headlights too.
Okay. That'd be dope.
Yeah, just to get that balance going.
Yeah.
There. And then I can't see myself doing anything else to
Yeah?
that car. Yeah,
That's
that
what's
car
up.
is
It is sick.
yeah.
It is super sick. So let's change the segment to like back when you were like younger.
Okay.
Like what was the catalyst even to get you into cars? Like what was like dad, mom, friends, like when did you see your first car, you were like, oh shit, like what is that? Like when did this whole love for cars come about?
I'd say the first experience that really stood out to me was I don't remember how old I was, but my mom. So I was born in California.
Okay.
My mom grew up in Cali.
Okay.
So sometimes we would take trips back over
What
there.
part?
Uh, Linwood. So it's basically Compton.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like right next to Compton. It's basically Compton.
Okay.
Right. So we would take trips back over there because my grandfather lived in Long Beach. So we would drive back to Long Beach here and there to go visit him. One time she rented a convertible Mustang.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's not the Mustang itself, but a convertible. I was like, we were driving back from our trip from California, driving back to Arizona, and we were like flying down the road. I don't know how fast she was going, but it wasn't that fast. Maybe it just seemed faster then. But the
Yeah.
breeze plus being able to see all the stars because we're in the middle of nowhere on the road, so just the top off of that breeze and being able to see the stars, I was like, convertibles are where it's at. I think that just set it in stone for me for like that. I was like, whoa, so that was like the first
sick.
thing that made me like cars are nice.
Yeah.
And then from there, the next thing I'd say probably had the biggest impact was growing up playing video games.
Okay.
Our first console was the Nintendo GameCube.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. And then we had Need for Speed. So the first Need
Ooh.
for Speed was Need for Speed Underground.
I remember all that.
So we
Remember all
played
that.
Underground, and the Toyota Celica always
Yep.
stood out to me. I loved that car.
Yep.
And then the Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Oh yeah, of course.
That car's still beautiful to me. I love
Yeah.
that car. those two cars were always I was like, well, I really like these cars a lot. That's what kind of brought it. And then we continued. We played Need for Speed Most Wanted, which is
Mm-hmm.
goated Need for Speed game ever, best out of all of them. And
Yep.
then Need for Speed The Run.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of just set in stone. I was like, I like cars at that
That's
point. And then I think the next milestone was for when I bought my first car, because I liked cars, but I didn't know shit about cars.
okay.
So I started doing research. I went down the rabbit hole. I
Yeah.
downloaded the app cars.com, which I still use to this day.
Let's go.
Because I just like looking at cars, shopping for them now. And I just learned about every car, every make, and then every model
Okay.
that car company made. So about
Mhm.
like learning about Toyota. Okay, what kind of cars did Toyota have? What kind of, and then just now I could look at any car on the road and identify it immediately just by the headlights or taillights. I'm like,
Me
oh yeah,
too.
Acura TSX, yeah, 2013 to 15 maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, and my friends are always like, how the hell do you know? Like, I can't explain it.
I
So
went down the rabbit hole.
yeah, exactly.
I drank the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
So
yeah.
yeah, when that kind of set it in stone for me, my first car that I purchased was a Hyundai Tiburon.
Oh yeah.
The Tiburon Spanish for shark, for those who don't know.
They're
And
the two-door sports car,
yeah,
right?
yeah, it was
Yeah.
the V6 version too.
No
So it had
shit.
a nice little purr to it.
That's what's
And that was
up.
my first experience with like carrying a car and liking how it sounded
You're
in
like,
real
this
life.
is
I was
cool.
like, I like how this sounds. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Broke
yeah.
down on me. Not too
Ah.
long after, I had it for like a year and then eventually had to sell it during my journey in tattooing just to make ends meet.
Okay.
But those three experiences, or four, I should say, were the
Yeah.
ones that kind of encompass my love for cars.
That's what's up, dude. Shout out. That's super cool. Hey, you love cars? Comment below. Want to hear you, especially if you're watching this on YouTube, because you can watch if you're not watching, just listening. And yeah, I mean, and that's the thing too. It's just like it's either you do or you don't in the car stuff too. Like some people love it, some people don't love it. And my wife doesn't really love it. She like grew up with it, and like her ex-boyfriends used to race, and they had cool like muscle car Corvettes, and or it was like Mustangs actually,
Yeah.
and night cars as well. And she respects them, but she doesn't really understand. She doesn't see them. Not like I see cars and she's like, what? And now my daughter sees it and she'll see cars and she's just like, well, Dad, what happened to that car? I'm like, well, they got in a car accident. Maybe they're still driving it. It's okay. Like, or like she'd be like, oh, did you see that really cool car or whatever? And so daughter's starting to pick it up, which is really cool.
That's cool.
But on my side, I come from my dad's a mechanic, and I used to race quarter midget racing cars.
Oh,
And
really?
so yeah, so it was my uncle. So my aunt got married to a mechanic, and so Uncle Jerry, his son, my brother who's 4 years younger than me, and then myself. We all three were gonna race this quarter midget racing car,
Okay.
and then of course I liked it the most, and I was the biggest, and I grew out of it the quickest, unfortunately. And then my dad used to be in the pits for my cousin, Ted, and so he used to race like back in Pittsburgh, California. They would have the oval dirt tracks. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
he'd be racing the Crown Vics and like those type of older cars, you
Oh,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Box Chevy, like Crown Vics, that type of stuff. And then like they would race around the circle and they had like the number on the side. And it was like your beginning stages of like NASCAR and shit.
Yeah.
And then my dad, he used to work on cars in the garage. And so he would be putting in, like, he would deal with a bunch of drug dealers. And he's like, oh, I want to put this NASCAR motor in this this 442 Pontiac. And then I had a 72 Chevelle Malibu that I actually built with my dad in high school.
Wow.
Yeah, so I had a Saturn, and then my aunt gave it to me, SL2 Saturn 4-door, just fucking delivering pizza car. And I used to deliver pizzas, and then I ended up getting my dream car, 1972 Chevelle Malibu. And I remember going from a 4-cylinder to a V8. And I'm
Wow,
like,
that's a big
what the
jump.
fuck? It was a huge, big jump. And then like, I remember the seat didn't always latch properly, and the car was super loud, and I was just like fucking grinning ear to ear, like, oh my god. And it needed body work, and it wasn't perfect and whatever else. But yeah, I worked all through fucking high school and that shit until we put a fucking badass motor in it. It was like 550 horsepower, and it redlined at like 8,500 RPM. It was full roller rockers, the whole nine. Some dude owed my dad money, so he ended up getting this motor and then gave it to me. And then sure enough, I used to go to school for AC and smog to work on cars. And I was the girl at the time, because I used to work as a lot attendant at Chevy. So I
Okay.
got to drive all the cars and shit.
Uh,
And then my dad always take me for rides and fucking, box Chevys and Novas and just all type of
that'll turn
shit.
you into an addict.
Oh
All
my
the
God.
different cars,
Yeah.
driving them around.
Yeah. Big
Eh,
time, bro.
Yeah.
Big time. And then I would, they had, this is like back when like the 90, not 90s, it was like 2005, 2006, 2007 Chevy Suburbans were big. Like everyone drove a Suburban
Mm, mhm,
during that time.
mhm.
And they had the chains and change. So I would like put the little fucking, paper and I put the plastic and I would get in, drive it to the back. And then I'd be like, all right, well, they got a bunch of change here, just 1 quarter. And I would like take the quarters and then there's the fucking vending machine and I'd give myself a little snack and shit. Like, hey, I don't suggest that you do that. I'm coming clean here. But yeah, seeing all those cars was a big thing for me. And then yeah, I basically ended up yeah, I got into a lot of shit. Actually, I fucking had an ex-girlfriend. She had an SRT4 Dodge Neon. You remember those cars?
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
those
she
were
had
dope
them.
too.
Those
I
are
love
dope as
those. Yeah.
fuck. And yes, they're front wheel drive. Yes, they're not all wheel drive. Yes, it's a Dodge Neon, but it still
They're
had like
cool.
275 horsepower, weighed nothing, four door, had fucking, it sounded super cool. I was actually gonna buy one like a couple months ago.
Really?
I was actually thinking about buying
Yeah.
one, just a little fuck around car,
Yeah, that would be a really cool fuck around car,
just
honestly.
something to fuck around with, and just to have it, and just they'll be like, oh,
Nostalgia.
you got a SRT4. I'll be like, yeah, I also have a TRX, I also have a GTR. It's just like this is just like my fun little fuck around
But
car,
it's funny
whatever.
is those like I feel like now in an age where it's just like all about, oh, I have the most expensive, most exclusive car ever. I feel like more and more people are growing to appreciate the older stuff,
The older shit,
and
yes,
it's like I would probably be more excited to see that on
yes,
the road and be like,
yes,
oh wow, you know how rare that is. Like, yeah, because when have you ever seen it on the road? Never.
never,
So it's more so now about like the older cars that were appreciated somewhat
yeah.
then are seen as like a diamond damn
Oh
near
my
now.
God.
Yeah.
I'm
This
almost
is
thinking
rare.
about fucking the I used to have a box what was it, 95, 96 was the year for the Chevy Tahoes.
Mm.
Remember those box Chevy Tahoes?
Hmm.
Those are badass. You put a
Yeah.
couple 12s in the back and it's fucking just one big silo,
Yeah.
fucking slumping. I put a couple 22s, some set of 22s on that shit. And then it
Those
used
look
to be,
nice.
then it looked nice. And it has a two-tone. It has like the silver in the bottom with the
Hmm.
black on
Yeah.
top. You
Those are
black all the windows out.
yeah.
Man, so
That,
much room in the back for
that
girls,
was the hood
bro.
Escalade.
It was Escalade, bro. I used to rock that shit. I rocked that after I had to sell the Chevelle because I ended up blowing the motor because the SRT4, I got a ticket and let my fucking ex take the SRT. I took the SRT4 because I was going to school for ASC and small work on cars. And then she took that shit back to Pittsburgh and the fucking shifter was off. It was only 3 speed and 72 Chevelle. And it's a turbo 400 and it was fucked up on the shifter. And so she took it and then she's like, your car's fucking overheating and it's smoking because she was had it at fucking 4,500 RPMs at 65, 70 on the freeway and totally didn't know what she was doing.
Mm.
And it was my dumbass fault. And then I'm buying heads trying to fix it. And then it didn't run right. And then I sold it. And then next thing you know, I sold it to some dudes that pulled up in a fucking Bentley. And it was two dudes came up in a Bentley, had all cash. And then later on down the line, the dude told me that he's like, oh, my brother was looking for you. And that motor ended up blowing in that Chevelle. I'm like, oh shit. But karma has it. I ended up fucking having one of those box fucking Chevys and 96 Suburban or Tahoe, and I had 22s on it. And I was being a dumbass trying to fucking do some donuts and shit, and then I blew out the fucking transmission and the rear end.
Ah,
That shit cost me like 4 grand
yeah.
after I got fucking a settlement from some bullshit from getting shot in the face with a CO2 powered BB gun through an old best friend. Yeah, long story.
Yeah, that sounds like a yeah, something you'll get into later. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a well,
yeah,
okay.
fucking crazy shit. But yeah, so then when you get into the car world and now you're liking the cars and then you said something earlier about car broke down and then you end up selling it because tattoos.
Hmm.
And I know you go by Q Inc.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
what was a catalyst getting into doing more with tattoos and like how did that even like was the first love for tattooing come from?
I'll say so. That started in 2018. I started
Okay.
tattooing. Uh, it was I had gotten home from work. Someone who knew me because everyone who knew me knew me. I would draw all the time,
Okay, okay.
7, so everyone knew I could draw. So an acquaintance of mine was getting a tattoo, and I guess the owner had mentioned that he was looking for artists, so he must have brought me up, and
Mm.
so that acquaintance called me on the spot, gave the phone to the owner. Owner's like, this dude, hey, yeah, we're trying to train people, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Come on down, and I'm like, sure, whatever. I'm not taking it serious because I got a
Yeah.
full time and a part time. Stressed out, just trying to pay bills, living with my brother in this apartment,
Oh shit.
barely getting by. So I'm like, I don't have time for that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But just follow my gut after I hung up. Something told me go down there.
Really?
Yeah. So I
That's what's
drove.
up.
I drove down there, and then that's kind of how it all started. But then it wasn't until a year in where I was like, and I still didn't even like love it then. But
Mhm.
my mom always taught me like, if you're gonna do something, like take it serious. Don't
Yeah.
half-ass anything. So either stop or you go all in and do it. So I was like,
Mm.
what am I doing? And I think at the same time, it was like earlier that week, I had an experience where because the shop wasn't like crazy busy,
Mhm.
and it was a huge shop. It was like 18 artists in there.
Fuck.
Yeah, so it wasn't a lot of walk-in traffic. And if there was, it would be off seniority, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So most of the guys, I'm not barely getting walk-ins ever, and I'm going, I don't know how to market. I don't know shit about like content,
Mhm.
social media like that.
Mhm.
So I'm tattooing basically people I know if I can get them in.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got this walk-in. This lady wanted Roman numerals on her bicep.
Huh.
Pretty decent sizing, like almost her whole bicep. So
Wow.
I get the tattoo done. I think we charge her like 260.
Mhm.
After percentage cut, I was left with like 120, 130.
Mm.
But it only took like an hour and a half.
Mm.
And at the time, I was working at Jimmy John's.
Oh shit.
I had to work like a week to get a check that size.
Really?
Yeah, because minimum wage back then was like $10 or 11
Oh
bucks.
shit.
So I was like, bro, I just made my paycheck in an hour and a half.
That's fire.
What the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
So now was like the wake up call for me too. So I was like, if I took this serious, how much more could I make?
Yep.
And so that was like the transition period where I was like, okay, I'm gonna start taking it serious. So I started taking it a little bit more serious, put more time, effort to improving.
Mhm.
And then I had left both my part time and my full time, and just grabbed a full time that would maybe pay close to the amount what I was making between both jobs.
Mm.
So I ended up getting a full time that was paying me, I think, like 18, 17,
Mhm.
18 bucks
Mhm.
an hour.
Yeah.
Call center, most stressful job ever.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I didn't last long there. After training, I was on the floor for like 1 month and I quit. Had an anxiety attack in the parking lot after like it was customer service for you ever heard of Assurian?
It sounds super familiar.
Yeah, so they're the insurance you get through with your phones if you ever got insurance for your phone. If anyone was
Yes.
with Sprint, that
Yep.
was Assurian, was the insurance company.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So Assurian actually Sprint subcontracted Assurian to get additional customer service reps to
Mm.
supply the demand basically.
Yeah.
So through Assurian, I was working for Sprint doing customer service. But a lot of the calls were like onboarding with people. It's like old people who've never touched an iPhone before in their life, and they're trying to like start the phone and get all their data on it and
Yeah, yeah.
everything. So there's like long calls with like they want you to keep the calls down shorter, but the calls like realistically is like 2 hours helping grandma set up her phone,
Oh shit.
right? So it was one call. Like I think it was like 2.5 hours. I missed my lunch, and like the whole call was just to get her iPhone on and transfer the data over to her other iPhone. It took
Yeah.
2.5 hours. It was a nightmare.
Oh my
So
god.
I got off the call, went to break, went outside, was having a panic attack. I was like, I can't do this. It was bothering me at my core. I was like, why am I here?
Not in alignment.
Yeah, I was out of alignment for
Yeah.
sure. And I knew
Mhm.
it. I could feel it.
Yeah.
So I walked back in, I clocked out and I left.
Wow.
And I said, I'm a tattoo full time.
Let's freaking go. That's liftoff right there. That's what's up. Damn.
So it actually was doing well for like, because I didn't know about seasons with tattooing. So see, if you're
Mm.
not like a seasoned tattoo artist,
Mhm.
then there's slow seasons.
Mm.
During the holidays when people are out visiting family,
Mhm.
spending money on other stuff, you
Mhm.
have less expendable income for a tattoo.
Yep.
I didn't think about that. So I
Mm.
had quit in the summer. So I think around May or June.
Yeah.
So June, July, August were
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
September, October, awful.
Ugh.
Yeah, I was paying bills and had money left over. I was like, damn, I'm doing good. And then those 2 months after that, flatline. And then I was learning ads because how I was funneling in client traffic was running ads on Instagram.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if you, and you already know, if there's
Mhm.
no sense in funneling potential clients down to a landing page that looks like shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't know anything about that, about a
Yeah.
funnel and a landing page and like
Yeah.
because on
Yeah.
social media, if you're running ads on Instagram, your profile is your landing page.
Yeah.
My landing page was garbage.
Damn.
So, but also anyone who runs with Instagram knows Instagram has a million bugs here and there whenever they do updates. So coupled with the slower season, and then right in August, Instagram did an update and it
Mm.
fucked up ads.
Oh.
They operated like completely different. Because before you could run an ad and you could start seeing traffic about like the first day.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty
Damn.
fast. Now, I don't know how it is now because I haven't read ads in forever. I'm
Yeah,
all
yeah.
organic right now.
Okay.
But after that, it became where it would take several days for it would basically do a testing period where instead of sending it out to a mass of people, it would save you money. So it go for like 4 to 5 days,
Okay.
send it out to small groups of people,
Yep.
see who's responding the best, and then funnel it to them. And so by the time it ramps up, it's going to the right people who are going to convert the most.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean that makes sense now, but looking back, I was like, well, Instagram screwed me over, fucked me over, because I was basically I'm fucked. I was behind on rent already. And that's when I had sold my car to cover rent in September. By October, I'm already still behind and trying to figure out ads, what the fuck's going on.
Oh my god.
And a million things happened in between that. So that's like that. This section of my life is a whole story in its own. But I'm just
Wow.
I'm shortening it. The ads, I never figure out ads.
Okay.
I eventually end up getting evicted.
Oh shit.
Yeah, after selling the car. So I lost my car in my apartment in 2 months. And then so I ended up crashing with my brother on his couch. And I said, oh, okay, I can bounce back in like 2 months. Took me a year.
Wow.
Took me a year to bounce back.
Jeez Louise. And like during that time, like what did you learn? What was like the difference between, you lost pretty much everything, you're, on the couch to like bouncing back. What was the contrast there?
So, okay, pretense. So you said liftoff, right? The
Yep.
liftoff moment, right? I feel like I haven't had mine yet.
Really?
Yes, because you know how when you look at like the average, most businesses fail within the first 5 years, right?
Yep.
So what does that tell you? That like everything takes time to lay a foundation
Yep.
to show that it's strong. So most businesses, when they're evaluating you for a loan, like they're looking at like how long you've been in business. Okay, 3 years. You're a toddler to them. There's businesses that have been around for decades, 100 years,
Yeah.
selling straws, anything, right? You know, 'cause if you want to do, it's about the know-how, right? And a million other things. But anyway, not to go on a tangent with that. So I feel like I'm from that point up until now, I've just been laying my foundation.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know a lot of people look at where I'm at, like I'm living a great life now, and I've been blessed for sure.
06 and shit. No big deal.
And a
Nice
little
house,
something going on, right? But
Yeah.
that, to me, that was just me working to become the person
Yeah.
that could build the foundation to acquire the skills to
Mhm.
really actually lift off.
Yeah.
Right? I feel like I'm just getting started.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
But to dial it back,
Yeah.
so that what I learned from that point where I lost everything,
Mm.
and then the process to getting back on my feet,
Mm.
uh, I feel like it just reinforced what I already knew.
Mm.
Basically, when, of course, I was sad and crying ugly boogers when I got evicted, but I feel like, immediately after, I was like, it's just a small setback to move forward, and that ultimately the only thing that separates you who will succeed versus someone who won't is quitting.
Yeah.
Right? I just knew if I didn't quit, I would succeed.
Yep.
And that ultimately is everything will work out in my favor.
Yeah.
That's a saying I still have to this day because
Amen.
it always does, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're here today, and that's a sign that everything's ended up working out in our favor, right?
It had to work out. It had to work out exactly how it did for us to be sitting right here,
It's exactly where we're at,
talking and sharing with all y'all.
Yeah. So that's what that taught me, is that like, because when I ended up with my brother, I was tattooing from the apartment.
Okay.
The apartment I was in was all the way on the opposite of town where I was before. I was in like
Mm.
North Phoenix, like 19th Avenue and Northern. I moved all the way up there because a friend of mine had a studio up there, and I went there to tattoo with him.
Okay.
That didn't end up working out for him. He ended up having to shut it down like a month after I moved that far north. So I started tattooing out the apartment, lost the apartment. So now I have nowhere to tattoo, and I don't have any of my equipment because the stuff I couldn't save everything, so I had to throw away most of it. But the stuff I could salvage, I put in storage.
Okay. Yeah.
But including my tattoo equipment, because I'm like, I don't know when I'm a tattoo. I don't have any of my stuff.
Yeah.
So
dang. This is where you disconnect your. Yeah, you're good.
Okay, yeah. So basically right after I packed up what I had, the clothes on my back. I show up at my brother's apartment. They're like, "Hey, I need a place to crash." Luckily, he let me stay with him.
Older, younger brother.
Younger brother.
Okay.
Yeah. And so, where was I leaving off with that? Yeah. So basically, I left all my stuff in the storage.
Yeah.
Stay with my brother. I have nowhere to tattoo, and I don't even have my equipment because I'm like, okay, well, I guess since I'm back at square one, let me just get a job, get back on my feet with that, and then start tattooing on the side. I have time, so I'm gonna use that to my advantage. A few interviews later, and I circled back to that anxiety attack I had at my job at the call center, and I was like, okay, I had that gut feeling again, just like when when something told me to go to the first shop where I started. The gut feeling was saying, you're gonna have to do either, or you're gonna have to go job, or you're gonna have to go all in and keep tattooing because you already I already had the momentum going.
Yeah.
I was getting better. I knew a little bit about marketing, and I was like, I'm stopping the snowball. If I let this stop me, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to start all the way.
Got to keep it going.
Got to keep it going.
Yeah.
As soon as that happens, the same friend that had the place in the north side of Arizona said, "Hey, I'm at a new shop now. They have a spot open.
Okay.
You want to come down?
Heck yeah.
And meet the guys and do it." And so I was like, okay, well, looks like I'm doing that. So, but the shop was like 6 miles from my brother's apartment. I was flat broke. Like I had nothing.
You want a 6-mile run real quick? Or?
Yeah. So walking there every day, I was walking there. So I ended up working there. I would walk every day, 6 miles and back every day.
Talk about some dedication, bro. Let's go.
That was the funny thing. It was actually therapeutic because like nowadays with our phones by our side, so many people are distracted. I tell people how much time, how many of your thoughts are your own thoughts? Is it something you saw on the television that you're thinking about, or something somebody else said? How much stuff came from your own internal dialogue, right? So that 6-mile walk was about like an hour, almost 2 hours. It took about almost two. It was like about a 2-hour walk every day, there and back. So it was a lot of time to think.
Yeah,
but growing up drawing all the time,
it's like
I'm
meditative.
used to that. Yeah, I'm used to that. Drawing, I would be in my room all day. With the same brother, we would share a room, but he liked to be outside. So I'm just alone in the room drawing all day, 6 hours, 8 hours at a time.
Wow.
So I'm used to sitting down and just being with myself. So that was like therapeutic for me, that walk. And so every day it was kind of just more like a affirmation. I knew I was getting to where I needed to be. It felt right. I felt in alignment.
That's amazing.
Compared to making money in the call center, making really good money an hour versus being broke off my ass and walking 6 miles a day in the heat or the cold to get to a shop. I felt in alignment. It felt right.
And you're getting your sunlight.
Yeah, I was getting
You're good on the vitamin D then, bro.
I was great then. So that's how that was. It wasn't the whole year. I didn't walk. I started getting more momentum about like 5 months in.
Okay.
Enough money to where I would take lifts.
Okay.
And then now
like luxury status.
A little bit.
You're like,
damn.
Like,
okay, cool. I can talk to people on the way to the shop now. Now I got more time and stuff like that. So then I eventually end up going to a different shop. There's a whole other story for all that. But okay, I'm in another shop, 24th Street baseline. So now it's even further. I can't walk that. That's going to be like a 4-hour walk, really.
Fuck
yeah. It's about 4 hours because I walked home from there one time.
Wow.
I was too broke to get a ride back, so I walked. And it seemed like fun to me because all I had was time then.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it, I'll walk.
Yeah, that's all good.
Yeah, just to see how long it would take. But anyways, that's not realistic to do every day. So
No.
I had the money to take lifts there.
Okay.
Now this was right before COVID.
Okay.
I ended up getting fired from that shop like a week before COVID went down.
Dang.
Yeah. But it ended up being, it was funny because that shop ended up closing down anyway because everybody had to close down.
Yeah.
So it worked out for me because COVID, everybody was bored. I made the
Yeah.
most money tattooing in my early part of my career through COVID because
No
I started
shit.
marketing myself as a mobile tattoo artist. Yeah, so I
That's
kind of
dope.
went to my advantage because at first, when everything was going down, like you're looking at this stuff on the news, I'm like, damn, this looks like chaos outside. I think I'm gonna just sit down and just wait for this to blow over. Good thing I didn't do that. Something told me not to because COVID ended up being what 3 years.
Yeah.
I would have never got
Fucking
off my brother's couch.
Nah.
Yeah, so yeah,
Damn.
something to like take action. Don't let nothing stop. There's never a perfect time to do anything.
Never.
So through COVID, I'm like, okay, I'm a mobile tattoo artist now. I'm on Yelp running ads.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram running ads.
Yeah.
I'm making great money.
That's what's up.
Solid money.
Yeah.
At least like 300 to $600 a week.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's
So
up.
that was great for me with like staying with my brother. I throw him a couple extra bucks. He had a son, so my nephew and watching my nephew a couple of
Yeah.
nights a week.
That's perfect.
Yeah, it's perfect. I was in a good spot. I was
Yeah.
getting momentum. But then I got to a point where I was like, I'm tired of this,
Yeah.
because I wasn't early on when I was doing house calls, I wasn't prepared equipment wise.
Okay.
I didn't have like a fold out table for people to lay on. I didn't have armrests.
You're like on the couch and shit.
Well, actually, I did have an armrest. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm on the couch and stuff.
This
Literally, I've tattooed people on the couch.
This is on the couch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the couch.
Yeah, in people's houses. And then I
Yeah.
didn't have a ring light to bring with me or anything. So I'm
shit.
dependent on the lighting people have in their house. So that would be one of the questions I asked. Like, do you have appropriate, like, or a decent lighting in your house and like 6x6 worth of space where I can tattoo out of? They say, yes, I'm there.
Okay. Okay.
So later on, I ended up getting the equipment to be set up. I was like, okay, I need the fold out bed. I need a ring light. And then like all the other stuff I needed.
Reinvested and all that.
So I reinvested.
And you're doing like still doing like
lift.
lifts to
Yeah.
get there and all
At
that?
this point though, I was like, lifts started getting expensive because I'm leaving people's houses late times.
Oh shit.
So they're charging way higher. It's like $70 to get home.
Oh shit.
It starts cutting into the income too much. And then if I need to go get supplies, if I'm low on that, I have to pay for a lift, go pay for the stuff, and then pay for a lift back. It started getting ridiculous. The cost. So I was like, I need to look at a more cost-effective way to be able to get around because being stuck is what like my biggest setback. Right?
Did you charge like a fee too for house calls, like additional or no?
No, I didn't think it makes sense because I already didn't have that much leverage market-wise. Because like I was decent, but I was like compared to what they can get for if I bring the race up too high for these fees, they might as well just go to somebody else. So I needed to stay competitive, keep the fee the how much it costs lower.
Yeah.
So I was like, so I ended up deciding to do rentals. So I started renting cars from Enterprise. What I would do was start booking appointments closer together within a few days. Like say I got 4 appointments in a 6-day span. Okay, I'm gonna just rent a car for 6 days. And that way, okay, it's gonna cost me $230.
Okay.
And I'm making between all these appointments, I'm making like $350 to $400 each.
Okay.
So one of the appointments is covering
the car
expense, and then everything else is profit. That's how I looked at it.
Got it.
So that's what taught me about learning through business. You just build systems that work for you in the moment, and you have to be flexible and be able to adjust to things quickly, really fast.
Yeah.
And you have to be aware of what's holding you back too. You have to constantly look and analyze at everything. It's really similar to personal growth.
Yeah.
I think that's why sitting down in rooms all the time, like I was always working on myself. So that's what made me able to analyze from a business perspective.
Yeah.
What can I do to stay afloat, to do well, to bring money in, to help solve my own problems? I already thought like that as a person. So it was natural to me to do so with business, looking back, hindsight.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations on that whole side of things, because at the end of the day, I think anyone viewing and listening, it's like you know, it's one thing to hire a coach, to have a mentor and be able to afford that. That's being proactive to a certain point, but then it's allowing someone else to put things in perspective, because you're not as proactive as like say you were, and seeing the writing on the wall making those quick changes and pivots to be able to keep moving forward. And you failed forward
Hmm.
to get where you needed to go to do what you needed to do. And so, how long did you go doing all the house calls before you're like, all right, like I want to be able to have people come to me and have a shop and go in that direction?
So I actually wasn't there yet. Once I was doing the rentals, things were a lot easier. I was just happy to drive because
Yeah.
again, back to my love for cars, right?
Yeah. 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 What'd you
I'm in
rent?
a different car every week. Oh,
Okay.
it's simple stuff. It was
Okay.
like uh Altimas
Okay.
and Camrys.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually love the new, like the 2018 to 2025 Camrys are nice.
Really?
They're super comfortable to drive, great on gas. I would still get one just to have as a sidecar.
He's
If someone
like,
was like, "Hey, you want this? I'll take it."
yeah.
Yeah. So it just driving. I was just happy to be able to not walk everywhere.
Yeah.
So I was just happy to be. I felt good in myself. I was like, "Hey, I'm doing my own thing, and I can drive around and
Yeah.
tattoo people." So I didn't mind. And then I was getting better at marketing. I got better with my tattoos, so I
Mm-hmm.
upped my rates now.
Yeah.
And COVID's like on its back end, so people are still outside. So I grew
Okay.
through
Okay.
it,
Okay.
and it allowed me to up my rates. So I'm having higher quality clientele as well.
Nice.
So and now I have all my equipment. So the
Yep.
light situation isn't a problem.
Yep.
I'm going to people's houses. The houses are getting bigger
That's
because,
what's
like,
up.
the price is up. So that's usually along with their income.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So early on, I'm in the hood and I'm in these tiny box apartments with the yellow lights and the popcorn
Yeah.
ceilings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm in the house like yours, a huge house, and they just like, oh yeah, let's just take this room. Their room out of 15 rooms in their house. They're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
let's just tattoo in this one.
That's what's
So
up.
so it was actually really fun. I wasn't,
Mm.
but what happened was I felt stuck.
Okay.
I was making, I think, max like 3,400 a month. I think that was my best month. But on
Okay.
average, after everything spending profit, I was looking at like 2,800 a month
Mm.
profit.
Okay. Okay.
And then some months it will break even because it wasn't as busy, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm still learning stuff. And then reinvesting because I
Mm-hmm.
would buy new machines because the machines I had with stuff. And then I was like, oh, I was convinced I needed a camera. So
Mm-hmm.
I was in the habit of reinvesting. So a lot of the money was going out too
Yeah. Yeah.
from the profit, right?
Yeah.
But I was like, I feel like I'm stuck. I wasn't growing as rapidly as I was in the beginning stages. Things were
Mm.
slowing down,
Mm-hmm.
and I could
Mm-hmm.
feel the difference. So I was like, there's no progression here. I feel like there's something else I need.
Mm.
So one day I'm hanging out at my cousin's house,
Yeah.
and then something tells me, look, there's only one supply shop in all of Arizona.
Interesting.
Yeah, West Phoenix Tattoo Supply,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
They're all the way in West Phoenix,
Yeah.
right? I'm basically downtown Phoenix, right? Or
Yeah. Yeah.
right. I don't need any supply at all.
Mm-hmm.
I just stocked up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gut feeling again. Um, go to the supply place. I'm like, okay, I got the rental. It's sitting outside. Okay, sure, I'll go to the supply place. So follow my instinct.
Let's
Follow
go.
your instincts, guys. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Your intuition. Follow your intuition. Well, so my intuition said go over there, and then I don't remember if I was listening to I think I was listening to a podcast,
Oh shit.
and in it, the words he said that stood out to me. He was
Yeah.
like, when you're like stuck, you need to get around someone who's ahead of you to help bring you
Mm.
forward. And that's exactly what I needed to hear, right?
Interesting.
So I get there, and there's an artist I follow who's my brother now. His name's Dakar.
Okay.
And I'm following him on Instagram, and he's got like 50 something thousand followers on Instagram, right?
Wow.
And I'm like, so to me, he's a tattoo celebrity. Like right now, at that time, I had like 2,000 followers, maybe
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah.
I think maybe even 1,800. And
Damn.
most of them I got from like following a bunch of people and hoping they follow me back, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, I see his car, so it was a Hellcat.
Oh
He had the
shit.
the narrow body Hellcat. It was
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Destroyer gray one. It was
Okay.
nasty, red stripe,
That's
nasty.
what's up.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, that's the car.
Yeah.
And the car, I could hear the engine idling, so I was like, oh, he must have just went in. He's about to leave, but I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm not gonna run up on him and be
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
groupie. That was my mindset then, right? So I would go inside, and I was like, oh, I'll just order some gloves because I don't really need anything. He walks in right behind me. I'm like, oh shit, what the car's behind me.
Yeah.
And so he'll tell the story, and he's like, and wait, because you met him, right? Have you met Dakar? He's
I
in
think
I don't know which show we were, but because the show I met you at, he wasn't there.
no. That
And
was an
then
early morning show.
did you go to that recent AZ Trackstar show? That was
No.
no. Okay, then
No.
you probably haven't met him yet. Then
No.
okay, so he walks in behind me, and I'm like, oh crap. And he said something to me first.
Really?
Yeah. So I could buy the gloves. He's like, you tattoo? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, I thought he was a piercer because I just got gloves in his head.
Yeah.
And there's barely any black tattoo artists in Arizona, right? There's like maybe 20 black tattoo artists in Arizona
No
at the time.
shit.
There's probably more now, but then there was
Yeah, yeah,
little to none, right?
yeah.
So he's really curious about it. And that's just who he is. He talks to everyone, you know.
That's what's up.
He's very sociable,
Okay.
right? So he starts chopping up with me. We both step outside. We're chopping up outside for like an hour. He's asking
That's
me all these
what's up.
questions and stuff. He's like, oh, okay, how long you been tattooing? And I show him my work, and he's like, oh, that's good. Whole time he's just vetting me because he's like, because my work was really good,
Yeah.
especially because at the time I was only like 3 years in, maybe 4. I think
Okay.
yeah, like no, I was 3 years in.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I was 3 years in, and so it didn't match. He was like, this stuff looks too good. A lot of people thought I was Chicano because the way I tattooed was like Chicano style. So he was like, He's like, you want to come work with me? He said actually he followed me on Instagram, drove away. He called me immediately because we exchanged numbers. He called me. He's like, hey, you want to come work with me in our studio? I was like, yeah, sure. So
What's up?
he's in a salon suite out in Chandler.
Okay.
I've never at this time I've never been this far over east in Arizona. I think I've been to Chandler once younger when mom took us
Yeah.
to the mall one time. But I
Yeah.
don't even know what Chandler is. The
Like, what the
further-
fuck is Chandler?
Yeah, I'm like Chandler, what the hell? Let alone
Yeah.
Gilbert anywhere else. I've never been
Yeah.
that far east.
Interesting.
So he's in a salon suite over in Chandler.
Okay.
So and I'm still staying with my brother.
Mm-hmm.
He's in Phoenix, so that's like a 20-something drive, 27-minute drive. So I can't I live there sometimes. It's really expensive.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so I'm working there with him for
Mm,
like a year, maybe a year and a half.
that's what's up.
Yeah, and so that was the transition from going to people's houses for people going to meet was just that chance there going off my instinct, running
Wow.
into him and that happening.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Lift off moment. You never know, like when you follow your intuition, what can happen, where you can go, where you can be ending up. So then he saw that like that was your work, obviously, right? Like as soon as you started
Yeah,
like,
he saw me working in person. That's the whole reason why he invited me to work with him. He's like, let
okay,
me be sure. So he would make sure he'd be tattooing the same names as me, and he'd be looking over, checking. I didn't know this. He told me this later. I didn't know this before.
no
But
shit,
yeah. So he was just like, he was suspicious of first
no
because there's a
shit.
lot of scammer pages where people just
I can imagine.
steal other tattoo artists' work and then take deposits and ghost them after.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Because like it's a common thing for tattoo artists to take a deposit first prior to the
Yeah,
appointment to show you're serious.
of course.
So it's easy to make up a page, seem like a legitimate artist, take deposits. You get
Mm,
10 people to send you 200. You made 2,000 today,
yeah, that's
and you're
true.
done.
That's
So
true.
it's really good money for scammers. So he wasn't sure. So he had to make sure.
There's a lot. There's a lot out there. We're looking at one of Mancoon, and there's a lot of scammers for like Mancoon like kittens.
Really.
I had no idea. Yeah, and they'll take $500 or whatever deposit, and there's like $2,000, $3,000 caps,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like you got to be careful out there for just make sure cross the T's, dot the I's, and like you have a location. So and typically when I do tattoos, I'd go in,
Mm-hmm.
talk to the person, we do a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of sketch and stuff, and put the
Mm-hmm.
deposit down, and then all right, I'll see you, in a couple weeks
Yeah,
or
yeah,
whatever else or
yeah.
something.
Yeah, they're so bold now. They'll give us our location. So they'll make the fake
What?
page and then put the address of our shop in the page. Then they're
Oh
looking at the shop,
shit!
everything lines up. Oh, okay, cool, yeah. And they'll pull up, be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a tattoo at 2 o'clock with Q. Like, I don't have a
You're still
tattoo.
getting that now?
No, it hasn't happened to me in a while.
Okay, but
Yeah,
damn, that would be
it
some
would happen
shit.
sometimes. Dakar, it happens to Dakar more,
Really?
yeah, than me. Uh,
Damn.
I think because like I don't know. Yeah, I guess it just depends on the style of tattooing.
Okay.
If you're doing more urban work, then you end up with
Mm,
more scammers. Yeah.
really?
Uh-huh.
Interesting. Interesting.
And then they set the rates ridiculously low. That's the first sign. When it's
Okay.
so cheap, oh, the deposit's $100. A full forearm cover up is gonna be $350. So
Huh.
$100 down and then $250 at the day. This is gonna take 8 hours. He's not charging $350 for that. It's
No.
ridiculous, really low price. So the people who get scammed,
Interesting.
it's like, brother, it's telltale signs but still. And then they want us to do something about it, but like, I can't. We can't stop them. Instagram won't take their pages down 9 times out of 10.
Yep.
You got to do your own due diligence and make sure you're not getting scammed. Check the page. Check the likes. Is there engagement on these? Did they buy these followers?
Yep.
Check the background. Why is the background different every couple of photos? Check the work. Why is he doing color realism and then like black work on other? Like there's not a lot of artists that do certain styles of work super well and do them all. That's super rare. They're usually niche and they just do that style. So when you're seeing a bunch of different style of tattoos, they all look kind of different. The backgrounds are different. That's a telltale sign. And then there's no face behind it. Some are getting better where they're using someone's face and attaching it to their page, saying, "Oh, this." But that guy, the real page has like 100,000 followers, but their fake page has like 15K. So it's believable for someone who's not checking things.
Yeah, yeah, I can imagine a lot, especially too if you're younger and you want a tattoo and it's your first one, and you're all excited, and you're like, it's like, oh yeah, $100, and then it's just like that's a lot of money for someone who's younger and like is super excited, and they're hoping they're gonna get it, and so yeah, do your due diligence for sure before you get yourself freaking too deep in anything.
Or ask to call them or FaceTime them. That's
Yeah.
what I'll have clients who are sending me a large amount of money to put down on a tattoo. They're booking like 2, maybe 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
So they just want some confirmation. It's like, hey, I was like, okay, yeah, can you FaceTime me tomorrow at 1 p.m.? So they see my face. Yeah. And it matches all the page and everything. So they know it's me. I'm not scamming you. And so that works like magic.
I love that.
Like, if he doesn't agree, or I'll offer, hey, if you want to drop the deposit off in person, that's fine.
Yeah.
Once they usually hear someone say that, then they trust the person a lot more. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So ask them that. Like, if you're looking for a tattoo, if you're skeptical of the page, ask to drop the deposit off in person, or ask if you can video chat them just to verify things before you send money.
I like that. Yeah, that makes a whole lot more sense for sure. So now, so you work together, and then from that point to where you're at now, because I seen that you now have collaborated with other artists, and like now you have your own shop, and like congratulations on that. So which is huge.
Yeah.
Is he with you?
Yeah. So actually, that second shot wasn't my idea at all.
Really?
Yeah. So that's actually a funny story too. So we were from the studio, salon suite.
Yep.
He was like, "Do you think we should get a shop?" The initial idea was for like content and maybe helping other artists. And I was like, "Yeah, I think that's a good idea." But I wasn't in a position financially to be able to invest in that because all my money, I was making good money, really good money. I was like averaging like $8,500 a month.
Nice.
But a lot of it was going. I didn't even have a car yet then because a lot of it was going out. Yeah, I was doing stuff. There's a lot of things wrong with my business, and that's a whole other story that the car ended up helping me out with to fix it. And money going to family and stuff, that was a big part of it. So yeah, so I was like I was bottlenecked at the moment.
Yeah.
And I didn't have business terms. I was low on capital.
Okay.
So he ended up fronting the whole cost to all that.
Really?
Yeah, he got, so it's his shop, that one.
Wow.
That was his shop. The first place.
Yeah.
The second one, this was about 4 years into being at the first shop.
Okay.
He's with his friend. His friend has a food truck, Duke Chicago Chicken, best chicken in Arizona if you want chicken.
Let's go. All right.
And so he has a food truck, but he's been telling his friend Duke to get a location.
Yeah.
Because the people love him. He has a big following on social media.
Okay.
He gets sold out every time he's out.
Wow.
Yeah, he could kill it with a location. So they went in Mesa to look for locations.
Okay.
And he's with Duke and my other friend GQ, who actually is in on the venture together with us. They all went, and then I had just gotten the Z06.
Oh shit!
So I just spent $10K to put down to get the Z06.
Yeah,
and then a whole bunch of other stuff in between all that, right?
Yeah.
So I just come in the shop. So another artist tells me, "Hey, they're out there looking for a new location." I'm like, "Huh? New location? Since when were we doing this?" He calls me, shows me the spot. God. He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing it." I was like, "It's nice. The location's great. The price looks right. I'm gonna do it." I'm like,
"Damn."
I'm like, "You son of a." So right after getting the car, I'm forking up money to invest in the shop because he's asking me, you ready this time? I'm like, oh my God, fuck it. All right, fine. So I'm putting up money. Of course, we finance some stuff too, just to make it more realistic, so we're not putting ourselves in a real pickle,
Yeah.
But still, even then, it was just like a strain those first couple months. From upon finding the place to getting everything set up and ready
Yeah.
to go for our opening, which was Friday, the last Friday the 13th.
Yeah, yeah.
That was only like 2 months.
Wow.
It's insane turnaround. That was terrible. Yeah, that was.
But you got to move
Yeah,
quick
you got
because
to. You don't have an option.
no,
So
you
yeah,
gotta, you
that's where
gotta.
growth happens. It's painful.
Yeah.
It's really painful.
Wow.
But yeah, so yeah, it's been up and running for about 15, 16 days. It's
And
been going great so far.
yeah,
Yeah, it's been
dude,
going really great so far, yeah.
congratulations. That's freaking. And is the chicken there too?
No, he
Okay, okay,
ended up
okay.
he didn't get a spot.
Okay,
I think
okay.
he's looking at somewhere else now. Actually, I'm not too
I
updated
mean,
about that, but
shit, dude,
still.
that'd be dope. A little chicken, getting your tattoo done. You know what I'm saying? Same
Uh-huh.
time, you're just chilling. You know.
Yeah, for sure. But
Interesting.
back to following instinct, right?
Yeah.
So, well, the decisions that led to here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know Craig,
Yep.
Craig Graham, right?
Yep.
So I'm in the car club. We met because of Craig.
Yeah.
So how I met Craig?
Loud and outspoken motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my God, he's so funny. Nobody like him.
He's
He's
hilarious.
hilarious. So how I met Craig, I decided one day my C8 was dirty as hell. I had the Stingray before,
Okay.
black,
Okay.
satin black.
Oh
So
shit, wrapped?
painted.
Oh damn. You
Yeah.
got it painted?
No, the previous owner painted it. I didn't know this.
Oh
Yeah.
damn.
That's a little story on its own.
Okay.
But
Okay.
anyway,
Because I never heard about
yeah, that was
factory.
Yeah, that was crazy. So,
Oh damn.
but it gets Arizona, dusty as hell.
Yep.
State. So it gets dirty really fast. It had been like 10 days since I cleaned it. The car was filthy on the
Mm.
outside. So I was like, okay, I had some time. Let me go clean this car. I go clean the car.
Mm-hmm.
Something told me to just go and clean the car. I cleaned the car. I was gonna. Was this before or after I cleaned the car? I think this was before. It's either before or after. It doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm driving. I'm taking a route I don't usually take. I'm just driving around.
Mm-hmm.
I see a orange, what I thought was a ZR1 fly by. I'm
That's
like,
what he wants you
was
to
that
think.
yeah, was that a ZR1? What the? So I go. I try to. Once the light turns green, I try to flag him down. I'm like, whoa, what? I'm taking videos and stuff. What the heck? And I'm like, oh wait, that's an E-Ray. That's still dope though. He's got the huge wing. You know, he did the
Yep.
crazy centerfold exhaust.
Yep.
It's loud as hell.
Yep.
It's a lot faster than a regular E-Ray.
Yep.
But still, so he pulls up into the parks in. He waves at me and everything, gives me a little rev for the video. Waves at me, I see him pull over into this Circle K.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that. I turn right and then pull into the Circle K2 park right next to him, take a video, wait for him to come back. I'm like chopping it up with him. He's like, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm like, yeah. I was like, this is dope. He's like, yeah. He's like, starts it up for me and taking more videos and stuff. He's like, yeah. Oh, your car's nice too. You know, Craig. He's like, oh yeah, I like your color and everything. I'm in a Cannonball car club crew. You know?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's a lot of syllables.
Cannonball car. Yeah, it's a lot of syllables.
But so I didn't really remember it. He just told it to me. So I was like, oh, that's cool. You know, I'm just in the high of the moment. I'm like, oh, wow, that's so cool.
Hell yeah.
Right. So after that, had been shopping for Z06s for a while. So, and to dial it back even more, when I got evicted, same time I had gotten my first credit card and I got a loan prior to getting evicted to try to come up with cash to pay rent.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough. The loan I got approved for wasn't enough. And my card came too late. I thought I was going to try to use the loan and the card. The card wasn't coming until like past when I would be kicked out. So I had to adjust the delivery address to my brother's place after I moved in.
Okay.
And I maxed that card out just trying to eat because it only had a $300 limit.
Oh my God.
So I was living off that card. I was eating bread and butter for like 2 weeks.
Holy shit.
So, and then wasn't making any money. So the car went to collections.
Yeah.
The same thing with that loan. I couldn't pay that loan in time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also had gotten like a personal loan that I had defaulted on. So my credit was off.
Yeah.
Awful. So I had been doing credit repair all the way from then all the way up until now.
Okay.
So, but I hadn't been keeping up on my score. My score was way higher than I thought it was. I hadn't been checking it. Yeah. So I was like, damn.
Let's go.
So I thought I was planning to get a Z06 when I ran into Craig.
Okay.
I was planning to get a Z06 within like 3 months, maybe 4 months. You know,
Yeah.
I was like, I set a time frame. I was like, I got to just stop putting it off. I've been dying for this car. I'm gonna make it happen at this time frame. After I ran into Craig, something told me, oh, let me check my credit. My credit is way higher than I thought. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then so I go and look at this purple Z06 that was like up the street. Something told me to go there. I was following Instinct again. I was like, I got that feeling again. Go up there.
Let's check this out.
Yeah, that almost got the deal closed. and that dealership was on BS. So that ended up didn't work out.
Okay.
But I was like pissed off, and in the moment I was like, oh, crap. They ran my credit 100 times. Like, damn it! I was like this close too. I was just about to pull the trigger. They agreed to the down payment and everything because since my credit was better, I could come with a little less down.
Yeah.
That's why I was gonna wait longer. But now
Yeah.
my credit's better. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll get a better interest rate, and I can put less down. Let's go.
Yeah.
But the dealership was on BS, so I'm like not ready to give up. I go online. How I said earlier, I use cars.com.
Yep.
The app though,
Okay.
I didn't look on the web online because there's places that just don't use those apps, so they don't list their vehicles on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the Stingray I had at the time, I had gotten from uh, what was their name before? Damn. So it was a dealership up in North Scottsdale,
Okay.
and they were individual dealership, like a private dealer.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then they were doing so well, they bought out a
Oh,
McLaren
shit.
dealership. Now they're McLaren Scottsdale.
Oh, damn.
So McLaren Scottsdale had a Z06 listed 109. And I was like, damn, that's a banging deal. I was
Yeah.
like, something told me, let's go look at that tomorrow. But I already had a relationship with him because it's the same people.
Yeah.
So I just called the guy up, hey, I saw you guys still got that Z06. He's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. We ran crunched the numbers. He's like, yeah, come tomorrow. They're like, then come get it. They were like so confident. I was like, because I know these guys don't BS around. Last time with the Stingray, it was the same deal.
Yeah.
Once they got me approved, bam, it's in there out, no BS. Money
Yeah.
down, like 15 minutes.
Wow.
Yes, they don't fuck around at all.
Wow. They want to move cars.
Yeah, they move those cars. Yeah. So I go over there, I check it out. I had my credit score locked, so I couldn't get the car. If it was unlocked, they would have had me in and out of there 30 minutes with the car.
Damn.
So it was locked. So
Can't
I
you do that shit in like Credit Karma or something like that? You can
yeah, you can
unlock
do
it
that in
like
Credit Karma, but I didn't do it. I do it through LexisNexis is the
Okay.
company that reports your credit to the other companies.
Okay.
They're the ones who report everything. So you go to them if you want to freeze your credit for protection purposes, right? And then what's the name of the other company? It's LexisNexis, and then I forgot the name of the other company. But LexisNexis lets you freeze it, and then it's like usually like a 2-hour delay, but you can do it same day.
Okay.
The
Okay.
other place makes you wait like the next day.
The fuck?
Yeah, they need like a 18-hour window or some shit like that. So I couldn't do it that day. So I had to update it. They end up doing that, and then they get me approved within a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And then I got the Z06.
Wow.
Right now, this is
And so you did down plus you also gave the old Stingray as well.
yeah. So basically, I was upside down.
Did you have equity or no?
No, I was upside down in that.
Ah,
I was
dang.
upside down. I was upside down like 10K.
Okay.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So kind of rolled that over, and then my down payment basically covered the negative equity. So I was,
Yeah,
like, evening out. So basically, yeah, once I got the Z06, I pull up on Dakar to show him the Z06, right?
Let's
We
go.
go for a drive. We're going on a drive. Guess
Yeah.
who we run into?
Fucking Craig.
We run into Craig again.
What?
And this is all within like 4 days. Because 4
What?
days ago, that's when I ran into Craig. 4 days ago, right?
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
run into Craig. I flip a U-turn, go catch up with him. I'm like, hey, what's up? He's like, oh, wait, dude, that's you. Yeah, so we pull over by Dunkin' Donuts. We're chopping it up for like an
Yeah.
hour. He tells me about the club again. I end up on that drive that
No
we
shit.
did in Apache Junction.
Yep.
And then they invite me to the AZ Track Stars.
Yep.
And then that's how I met you.
What?
Circle.
Let's freaking go. Yeah, I remember because when we met, the AZ Track Stars is, it's interesting because in Arizona, like, I've been navigating these different type of, car clubs like Cannonball or AZ Track Stars. And, like, there's some stigma about AZ Track Stars because of the fact that, like, there's a lot of, like, it gets out of hand sometimes, younger demographic.
A little ratchet, yeah.
It's a little ratchet, like, and it's all love at the end of the
Mhm.
day for them. And then you have like the Cannonball guys, which they're great. I feel like they're having a little bit of an identity crisis, to be honest with you. Like they
Mm.
don't really quite know what they're doing, but they do. I mean, I get it. Once a month, they do car cruises. That's great. Organization of it could be a little bit better,
Mhm.
and communication could be a little bit better. And I feel like they can have imagery bit better, and then like giving everyone a flyer or something, or
Yeah, yeah.
digital flyers, so you know
I
where
agree with
like
that part, yeah, for
here's all
sure.
the places that you're going.
Mhm.
Now I'm not here to say that like I could do it better to the point where I want to, but I've done a couple shows myself, and I'm not even a part of any type of I'm a part of, I guess you could say I'm a part of their crew. I don't have my own shit, but I do an event twice a year here with GTRs, and now it's starting to like grow to other cars as well,
Mhm.
to kick off summer, and then to kick off when it gets cooled down, kick off winter, so
Okay.
fall and winter. Um, but yeah, it's interesting because you hear in the Cannonball crew, and then like I was like had a guy who was on Real Estate First Technologies in a podcast that I have, and he caught wind. He's an agent that I went to the AZ Trackstar, and then like it was like I guess like I fit the stigma, I guess, or something. I'm like, dude, what the fuck,
The
like,
stigma of AZ Trackstar?
yeah, like I'm like fucking, and then I said some shit like, "What's up, fam?" And then he was like trying to say like, it's like, I'm ghetto or some shit. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, all right, dude. Like, I like to be cool with everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like, I will say that one of the reasons why that car is been modified as much as it has been, one, because there needed to be some shit fixed on it. It
Mhm.
wasn't the best car.
Mhm.
But two, because AZ Trackstar, if you go to their like big event, they have like the racetrack and shit.
Mm.
They do have a trophy ceremony for custom vehicles.
Oh, wow.
And a lot of the cars are more of like your Chargers or your Celicas and like those type of cars, which it's not a high dollar amount of the car, but
Mhm.
then they get crazy with like the lights and the lowering and the rims and like all the stereo system and all the shit.
Becomes tasteful.
It
It's about
becomes,
the yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And so my goal, one of the goals is track and show for the
Mhm.
car. So I would love to go back soon and then be like, all right, boom, here you go. Here's a fucking GTR,
Gucci
fucking
GTR.
Gucci fucking Louis
It's
Vuitton
insane.
GTR. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go. But that's crazy, dude. Congratulations, man. And it's
Yeah.
crazy, like the conception of, wanting the goal to where you're at now. I think that the Z062 will hold their value better. I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mhm.
How many miles was on it when you bought it?
Like 9,500.
And compared to the other car, what did you have on? How many miles on that car? The Stingray.
When I got it, it was at 18,000.
Okay.
And then when I sold it, it was at like 35,000,
Okay.
36,000.
Still not that many miles. What year was that one? The Stingray.
2021.
Okay. For some reason, man, like the values,
Those
like
tanked.
those
Because
tanked.
I bought when the market was still semi hot. Because okay,
Mm.
Dakar had gotten a Stingray too,
Okay.
but he bought when the market was like crazy up. So he had
Damn.
a 3LT convertible
Okay.
2020,
Okay.
and it was like 120K. Yeah,
Damn.
but by the time he went to sell it, he had lost like crazy value. Even though he got an amazing, luckily he got an amazing interest rate, so he wasn't like crazy upside down or anything. He was
Okay.
like damn near broke even, or maybe even like he had a little bit of equity in it.
Okay. Okay.
So that worked out for him, fortunately. But I mean, he just lost so much value. If it would have held, he would have been up so much equity.
Yeah.
So I got mine for 75,000, but it was a
Okay.
1LT base
Mm.
model coupe, so not convertible, and none of
Mhm.
the bells and whistles.
Mm.
18,000 miles on it, $75,000. You could get damn near a brand new one
At that
at
price.
that price
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it was the semi hot
Damn.
market. If I had gotten one like now, it probably would have been in 63, 64.
Yeah.
And then I had it for 2.5 years. So I would have been positive equity if I and it's all about buying at the right time. So
Yeah.
that's why.
Right time, right car, and
Mhm.
they some say it's like hard to time it, but like the GTR I had, they already had like the rims on it. I just repowder coated those to clean them up because his girlfriend was curved them up or some shit. It had the
Damn.
Nismo exhaust, it had the Cobb intake.
Mhm.
So I already had some modifications, and then I retuned it, and then did all the things I've done to it. Now I'm probably 35,000 in before we got recording,
Mhm.
as
Damn.
far as into the car, but I
You
only
said that so
owe.
casually.
I know, right? Hella casually. It's crazy, dude. It's almost been 3 years, and it's like, well, I mean, the second time I launched it, I blew out the front drive shaft, and because the car has an ETS unit that's in the back transmission that sends signal to all four wheels, so the all-wheel drive system works.
Mhm.
And when I did I was actually So my wife and I, so we have like the 3 Airbnbs here. Plus we did fix and flip. We flipped 8 mobile homes just over here in
Wow.
Mesa. Yeah, because she had her retirement. We invested it into fix and flip because we wanted a cash flow to
Hmm.
invest back into her company.
Hmm.
That shit didn't go that well. Market fucking tanked. Long story. And so long story short, I was actually needed to get some doc sign or something from our drywall guy. So I'm
Hmm.
like doing I'm literally going to be doing a launch second time with my drywaller, one of my contractors, and it fucking it blew out the fucking, no, thank God, the transmission, because they're 20 grand. The transmission's the GTR. It was just a drive shaft. And then Brad up in Salt Lake City, Utah, PPC Motorsports, he hit me up on Facebook and said, hey, dude, it's not fucking the drive shaft. I thought it was. And I had the car getting a new drive shaft as I was in the Philippines with my team. And then I flew back, went to the gym. Shit was hella hard to turn. And I got it back home and I hit him up and he's like, I'll send a truck out to tow the car out to here to Salt Lake City. So I towed it to him. He dropped the transmission, did the transmission flush, did the ETS unit. It was like a cylindoid. And then he had to take it out, get it rebuilt, put it back in, put everything back up in. And then he retuned it with the EcuTech tune and put the flame map. That's how I got it. Because no one in Arizona will flame map tune a GTR. None of the guys here.
Really?
No one will do it. No,
Why?
no tuners because it's not good for the motor, and they don't want to be They don't want to be liable. And I don't know if like the police can get back to them on that type shit and
Uh,
like try to cause any issue for the shop. I have no
mm,
idea, but long story short, I basically got it. I flew out there, and then he showed me the flame map, and I was like, oh damn, what the fuck? What is this? He's like, yeah, just like put it in this mode and hit this and blah blah, and then it'll flame map. I was like, all right, cool. I ended up driving it back from Salt Lake City
mm.
here through Grand Canyon, all that shit, bro. I flew out, got there at 3 o'clock, and I was back home at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was hitting like 160 mile an hour, 165 miles an hour, like in the back roads in the middle of nowhere, dude. Like just trying out the new ETS unit and fucking drive shaft and shit, like just fucking floating, dude. It was crazy. But yeah. So then, 35,000 goes quick because that was 7,500 right there needing to fucking fix the ETS unit and that type of stuff. And then after that, it's another 5,000, I think it was for it was like 3 to 5, it was probably 3,000 for you got the like doing the kit for the tune on it. So you could
Mhm.
do the because I had to put the ethanol kit on it. So,
Mhm.
how to do that and then repowder coating the rims,
Yes.
redoing the interior, shit.
Just with those first three things, you were at 15 racks.
Yeah, super quick. But I'm only in the car right now. I only owe like 49 grand,
Oh, damn.
and the car can be sold. I could sell it right now for like 96, almost 100, probably 100 grand.
Hmm.
It has 40. I bought it for 37,000 miles on it. It has 47,000 miles for 2016.
Wow.
So yeah. So for me, it's like buying the cars right to have equity in it. Like the
Yeah.
TRX, I didn't think they're gonna remake them,
Uh-huh. Right. And they just,
and they just fucking said they're coming back out for
and they're
2026.
saying technically yours isn't an SRT. The new TRXs are actual SRT, whatever the fuck that
Yeah,
is.
like what the fuck, dude? Like it's so
It's the
stupid.
whole value though,
Yeah,
because like
for sure.
there's a
It's
certain
the originals.
utility to trucks too,
Yeah,
and then also it's a fucking Hellcat
it's a
engine.
Hellcat
Like
motor.
even though they're making more, there's still not a shit ton of them. Like how often do you see a Hellcat? I still geek when I see a Hellcat. The car has a
Right?
Hellcat wide body red eye, and
Yep.
how many times I've seen a red eye on the road wide body? Maybe twice.
Yeah. That's why I wanted the truck for the motor.
Mm-hmm.
Why I
That's
wanted
rare. I
that
see a
truck.
TRX too. Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't see
and
them.
you don't see them much. And so
No.
that's where I feel like that truck only has 31,000 miles on it.
Oh well.
Yeah, I bought it with 22,000. And
Oh,
it's 2021 and it was a two-owner truck. The first owner was a collector. He never drove it. He put 2,000 miles a whole year. The second owner put 10,000 miles a year. That's where all the miles came up.
okay.
And then I've had a truck for a little over a year and I've put like what, 10,000 miles on it. So a little over a year and a half almost now. So we'll see. I think it'll still hold its value. That truck, I'm in at like 60. I think
Hmm.
it's around 60s and it's I think it's worth around 80, something like that. 70, 76, almost 80.
But you got your, like, our experiences are unique though,
Yeah.
because like even if you were upside down, the ROI with that vehicle, you're marketing with it, you're getting way more return than like
Way more
owning its
return.
equity ever could.
So
Like that's the point of these cars
I
too.
got a
So
story for you. So
okay.
yesterday I'm meeting with this agent, and so basically with Liftoff Agent, there's like a start, ramp, and scale, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so Liftoff's our sponsor for this show here. And start, ramp, and scale, you're talking startup costs of, so the startup program is 2,500,
Mm-hmm.
but it's about $4,000 because we have like a map for coverage area, and I'll show you all this shit after our show.
Okay.
So we do like a map and a guide, and it's basically helping agents to like be like the mayor of Gilbert. So
Mm.
you want to fucking know all things about Gilbert, fantastic. Arizona, fantastic. Like we'll build the map, we'll build the guide, we'll build the website, all the SEO. They do the YouTube shit, all
Oh
that type of
man.
stuff. And so long story short, I'm talking to a guy yesterday, and he's already signed up with us. Okay, I closed 2 clients in Japan, and this is one of them.
Oh
And
wow.
so, yeah, one of them, I was joking. I did a video. It's on Instagram. I was like in my fucking underwear, and on a fucking washing machine. I filmed the fucking Loom video, Loom.com video, breaking down our fucking process, and he fucking signed up. This is this other guy, but the guy I'm talking about with this story,
Uh-huh.
tying it into the TRX, is that we're going through everything. I see on his Instagram he likes cars, and he has a Raptor. I'm like, oh, you have a Raptor? He's like, yeah, I love Raptors. I'm like, oh, I got a TRX, and I also have a GTR. I just finished the Gucci interior. He's like, oh, really? So I show him my Instagram page. I'm showing the TRX, and I'm showing the Liftoff age on the side and
Mm-hmm.
shit. He's already signed up for 4,500. He's now signing up for another 1,500 because he wants a website with 2 maps and 2 guides because he serves 2 different areas of Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, he wants us to edit up to 6 videos a month. Plus, we're doing his social. Plus, we're doing his fucking blogs from video content.
Oh, wow.
And that's 3,200 a month. So this is what is it, 45, $6,000 startup account and another 3,300 a month. And this is going to be a client we're going to lock in for like years to come,
Mm-hmm.
right? This is on retainer, reoccurring contract.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm showing the TRX so you can see it and then kind of get an idea and all the things. And so it just, yeah, it's priceless,
You
dude.
build
Like
that trust too. It's like this guy's the real deal.
he obviously
Just
has a
to do
hundred
stuff
thousand dollar
wrapped on a
truck.
fucking TRX as a
Exactly.
side truck. That's just his business truck.
Yeah, just a
Like-
business truck, whatever, and then fucking got 2 other cars and shit. So, but there is something to be said about like, and you probably seen it. Like once you got the Z06, did you almost feel some type of different way? And do people like almost like respect you some type of different way? Like, have you been charging more for tattoos? You know what I'm saying? Like, has anything changed?
That's so funny you asked that because when I if I wasn't in business, I wouldn't post anything online.
Okay,
But I like, it's the part of the reason to get the car is to market with it. So
exactly.
like I enjoyed the car for 4 days and I was like, okay, I need to post about this.
Yeah,
So I made a post, did a whole little photo shoot with the car.
yeah.
Literally my caption was price just went up.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I use it as a social indicator to be like it's like, okay, this guy's he's serious about what he
Yeah.
does. Not only the work, but his
Mhm.
lifestyle matches that too. And
Yeah.
also like it kind of is like a deterrent to like low quality leads
Okay.
because then they're like looking at that, and if you see the car, you're like, this obviously isn't going to be cheap,
Yeah.
you know.
Yep.
So it's like it is a duality to it, but I feel like I've had the car, and I haven't had it long enough to really feel the true impact.
Okay.
I feel like it takes longer because
Yeah.
realistically too, we think everybody in the world knows, but only a small portion have seen the posts anyway.
Yep.
They have to be posting it consistently for someone to realize, oh, I didn't even know he got the new car. Or
Yep.
that some people thought I just painted my previous car. A lot of people who aren't car people don't know the difference between a Stingray and a Z06. They don't know how big of a deal that is, versus like
Yeah.
essentially double the car. So a lot of people don't know that. So there's a lot of things
Mhm.
people don't know about it. So it's just about
Interesting.
posting it consistently until it's like common knowledge,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and then the impact snowball effect, gradually
Mhm.
start to make more of a
Mhm.
impact on. But I feel like it's harder too on the internet
Mhm.
because again, if you're not a car person, the Z06 isn't that big of a deal unless you know Corvettes, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Compared to if you're seeing Lambos, this guy
That's
that's
true.
the baseline online.
Yeah.
My Huracan,
Yeah.
those are the legit guys, right? So you're kind of
Yeah,
the
that's
little
true.
guy online. But in real life, it's the impact's amazing.
Yeah.
Like when people see the car in real life and stuff, that's a whole different experience. But
It's
like,
way different
yeah,
experience.
yeah. But
Like you can see the back end, the fucking way the bolstering, everything is just way more fucking like in your
it has
face.
this aura to it. The car,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And you can look at that car and someone who doesn't even know cars understands that's expensive or that's a special vehicle
Mm-hmm.
just by looking at it, right? In real life.
Yeah.
Photos don't do it justice at all.
Yeah.
And then when you're comparing to like the stuff that you see online, you're seeing $1 million hypercars and stuff. You
Mm-hmm.
know, your people are exposed to the 1%, so it seems like there's more of them versus like the reality in real life. You know.
Yeah, it's too easy nowadays with social media to directly search for or follow a specific persona, person,
Mm-hmm.
influencer that has these things, which makes it a little bit more insensitive for you because you're like, oh, okay, I've seen this, whatever, no big deal. But in reality, though, it's like how many people are out there seeing this stuff in person.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Arizona probably more than most places because our car shows are fucking badass, and you can go to a car show and see just about anything in Scottsdale.
Yeah,
It's pretty fucking
but only at
crazy.
a show.
Only at a
Like on
show.
the road,
Yeah, not as
no,
much.
never. There's a lot of stuff
Never.
you would never see on the road. Like I was
Yeah.
lucky enough, I seen a Jesco in person at the airport.
No shit.
Yeah, there's a Arizona Cardinals player who has one,
Oh
and
damn.
I was picking up my girlfriend from
Yeah.
the airport. Jesco goes right by me. I'm losing my mind. I'm going ape shit. My girlfriend's like, "What's wrong? I think it's a fucking Jesco. Take
That's
a photo for me." So
what's up.
so that's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like unless you're at a
Yeah.
car show, you're not gonna see that shit on the road in person.
Mm-mm.
Odds of that.
Mm-mm.
But my friends make GQ and Dakar make fun of me all the time. I'm like a
Really?
supercar magnet. Yeah, I have crazy luck with supercars.
I have had crazy luck too, bro. That's interesting. But there's something to be said about yeah, we didn't even get too much into the whole like a like attracts like or the
Hmm.
power of just like affirmations or the power of being able to attract certain things. Cause like went to Japan and it was boom, there's a fucking Lamborghini Aventador.
Oh wow.
As soon as I got there, here it is,
Right.
and there's a G wagon, there it is, and then I found a R34, there it is,
You seen an R34 up there?
R34 blue
Nuts.
one. Just fucking, I posted some car spotting
Oh,
that
the
I
sky blue color too.
sky blue. Yeah,
Whoa,
yeah, it was fucking dope, dude. And it had the under blue, and then like the fucking
the light
he,
underlight
yeah,
kit.
undercut kit, and then he even had blue on the clear markers and shit on the side and the front. So I was like, damn, what the hell? So like, I've been really lucky too, like that.
I'd have been doing backflips if
Oh
I
yeah,
seen
it
that.
was fucking it was pretty badass. But also, I have a buddy. I have like because of the GTR, friends and people that I have out here now. I got a few buddies that actually have them,
Mhm.
and personally, like I have a guy that has a 34 that's blue. I have another one that he has black. He has a full. I don't know if you haven't met Son. I don't think yet. And Son has a R34. He has a Supra. He has the Huracan. He has the SVJ. He has the
Damn.
R35. Yeah, this guy, he's fucking on a whole different level, dude. He's one of my investors as well
Okay.
to the thing that the Zen Den upstairs. He
Uh-huh.
invested into that. He helped with the fix and flips up as well.
Nice.
So I have some people in my world, and it's just like almost a little. But this is the thing. Even though I've seen all the things, I still to this day, which is crazy to say, I've never driven like a Lambo. I mean, I've driven one Ferrari FF, and then the GTR. I've only driven two. One I rented, the one that I own. And then, I mean, I haven't really driven that many like actual supercars.
Hmm.
The C8, drove that. That was cool. So it's interesting, right? You see the thing, but not always get to drive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get some
But
seat time.
right. That's like the next step, right? Because like seeing it is one thing. Like that's already insane. Like you're saying the attract,
Yeah.
right? I think there's a attract factor, but some people are just like
Mhm.
lucky. Because
Yes,
I think luck is a thing. I
it
think some people
is.
are luckier than others,
Yeah.
and some of us just happen to be like really, really lucky. I feel like I'm an extremely lucky person.
Yeah.
Like the other night, freaking me and Dakar were. I live right next to Dakar now. Now I'm like
Okay.
5 minutes away from him.
Oh no shit.
Yeah,
That's what's
in
up.
that house, right? So we were working on the new shop. It's late as hell. We're heading home. Nothing's open. We're like, oh, let's do Chipotle.
Yeah.
So we're both picking up our Chipotles. Freaking Porsche GT3 RS sitting in the parking lot.
Let's go. That's
White with
crazy.
the red rims, all the carbon and everything.
What? You just getting some Chipotle?
Just getting some Chipotle
No
right
shit.
around the corner from the house,
Did
just
you
sitting
get
in
to
the
chat
lot.
with him or no?
Huh?
Get to chat with the guy?
No, because he was in
Dang.
the lot just sitting there. He must have been the only thing I could think of was like this bouldering place that was open right there. That's open
Yeah.
play. He must have been in there bouldering. Just
No shit.
hell yeah, like 12 p.m. I'm gonna go drive my GT3 RS to go boulder. Like what the?
What the fuck? That is
Awesome.
crazy, dude. Yeah, I had it was I always went to like Bangkok, Thai food off of Gilbert Road, heading towards downtown Gilbert.
Hmm.
And I just like pull up in the TRX, and then fucking Lambo is just fucking sitting there. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's the Lambo? I go inside, no one's that was in there, because then it was like a good 20, 30 minutes. And then next thing you know, someone like pulls up, turn it on, does a couple revs for whoever and whatever he was doing. And then
Hmm.
like he bounced out and shit. So yeah, I'm right there with you with like this luck thing. And one thing that I want to do is a car collective garage where you could like, and it's already out there, something new, but I want to do a spin off with the entrepreneur side of things where it's just like car collective for car storage, and then entrepreneur hangout, and then like a podcast studio and a place where you could take headshots, and then like a little boardroom, and so you
I
could do
like
like your
that.
meetings and shit.
Yeah.
And then even have something that could be like a good spot, because we're about to go into the summer here very soon,
Yeah.
and then car stuff kind of stops. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's not a lot for car stuff. So it's like it'd be cool to have car shows indoors. So
Ooh.
then you can park your car in. You could have the fucking car storage, 3 stacks high behind glass, and then fucking your cars could be enough space for like people to bring their cars in. It's air conditioned and shit,
It's a
and like
display.
and
Yeah, it's
be
like a museum
like a
almost, or like
museum, and then you could like get connected with the people that are like that own
own
these
these
cars.
things. Yeah.
So then you can like ask them questions, pick their brain, and there could be so much more available for that.
Great
Like
networking opportunities. Yeah.
great networking opportunities. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
It's
saying?
a good idea.
So, and even a spot for the women out there, of like kid care.
Hmm.
So that way the women who are entrepreneurs, like their kids can be watched, and then maybe they meet their fucking love of their life. You know what I'm saying? Another entrepreneur and someone that loves cars as well as, the girl or the guy. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's something that I'm thinking about, because like my boy son I told you about, he has a 3-car garage, but he has so many cars now that he now is like, fuck. So he bought, he didn't buy, I think he just rented it. They have those, you can get their garage slash car hangout. So it's like has like a living room and a kitchen, and then like it's like a warehouse, small
Oh,
one,
really?
and then you can have your cars in it.
Cool. That's
So
cool. Where's
it's
that
it's
at?
a really cool concept. I'll have to look it up, but there's a couple different compounds that have this, where
Hmm.
like you potentially could even do like cars, and like it could be storage, and then it can
Hmm.
have like kitchen area for like tattooing, and you could have like your own
That would be cool.
just cool spot to like.
There's a place I know of, the Vault Scottsdale.
Yep, that's another
They
spot.
do something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so it's something like that, but it's your own
But
space.
it's your own space.
Oh, that's really
Yeah,
cool.
they rent them out, and some of them have it where it's off of a track, so you can actually store your cars, and then there's a little place to sleep, and then you have a kitchen, and you have a bathroom, and then you could stay there for the weekend, and then your cars are stored, and it's air conditioning place, and then you can then take your car out to the track, and then you could run your car on the track, and then you can come back and keep your car
Oh,
stored.
what?
Yeah, it's crazy shit, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's levels to this game,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, for
There's
sure.
fucking levels, and like
I have
that's
never
that's
heard of
my
that.
goal. My goal is to have a whole car collection. So these two are just the beginning,
Hmm.
to the car collection, and I think even like after my wife's done with her Honda Santa Fe, and like now this little oil change situation, like I'll probably get her something a little bit more appropriate, like
Hmm.
for the collection, and something that we can. I drive all of them anyways. She doesn't really care to drive. But hers is a hybrid, which is like $50 to fill up. It might be 60 now because of the gas prices, but it'll go 550 miles on one tank.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like hybrid gas, 7 seats. We got a lot of family that come and stay with us, so we can pick them up from
It's
the
a no-brainer
airport.
to keep
It's
that.
a fucking no-brainer. But can you believe it's already been fucking 2 hours and 10 minutes?
Really? I can believe it. It went fast though, but I
It went
can
by
believe it.
hella
Yeah.
fast. It went by hella
The
fast, and
conversation's just flowing. So
we just scratched the surface, y'all. We didn't even get into anything like, deeper esoteric or deeper conversation. So if you want Q on, you got to give us some feedback down below. Go give this man a follow on Instagram. If you're looking for a tattoo,
yeah,
he's your
yeah,
guy. And you also do a lot of shit too with YouTube and monetizing
yeah.
and making side money with that.
A
Like
little bit, a little tiny bit. A little,
he
yeah.
says a little tiny bit, but he's had a couple good videos that's hit though.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like views wise, yeah. I mean, getting a lot
Yeah,
with that. Like but like money wise, no, not that much.
it takes
But I did,
time.
yeah. I mean, it takes a lot of time because I have two pages. I have the tattoo one and I have a car one.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and like the car one, I really enjoy that, like automotive journalism of sorts.
It's
It's
dope.
really fun.
Yeah,
I enjoy that a lot. Like if I wasn't tattooing, then I'd probably be chasing that,
that'd
like
be
building a
sick.
page to make a full time income off that. I feel like I could do that if I went all in on that.
Yeah, you could
But
even
yeah,
combine. You could like look for people that have cool cars that want to tattoo, and then you could like tattoo them and then review their car, and then it could be, like a fucking win-win, bro.
Cars and tats.
Cars and tats, dude. That'd be sick. I mean, come on, who does, say it's like, and I think, by the time this goes live and maybe we get you on the next one, and we want to know if you guys want to see him back on again, is going to be, I don't know, I'm going to have to get something. I already told you that wanted to get something. So we'll
Yeah.
have to talk about getting tat, bro. I think
Okay.
that'd be sick to
Yeah.
add to the collection. And I know that I got the Filipino flag on this leg, and then I wanted to
Yeah.
do the American flag on this one to do like
Okay.
one step forward in America and one step forward in the Philippines, because I'm going to hire 100 people in the Philippines
Wow.
and then another like 30 here in the States is the
Wow.
goal.
Uh-huh.
15,000 agents across the country, and then 166 million a year, 13 million a month, and I'm going to sell Liftoff for 300 million. That's the goal in the next 8 years. So
See,
I'm gonna go.
you said 8 years.
Yeah.
So I guess last note I want to touch on is like, I think right now with social media, everyone's sold the concept of like instant success.
I'm already 11 years
Yeah,
in.
see, yeah, you're already left. So 19 years to build a business to have an exit of
300 million.
300 million, right? That's normal
Yeah.
as far as business timing. I mean, that's still fast as far as businesses, but that would be considered like a moderate time frame for a business to be running to have an exit like that, right?
Yep.
I think a lot of people are sold a false dream on social media to just wake up tomorrow and 6 months, yeah, I'm gonna be driving Lambos and making all this money. When really, like, not only the infrastructure but also the person you're required to be to operate at that level takes time.
Yes.
So even if someone gave you the cheat code, you don't have the discipline or the
Nope.
mindset or the connections to sustain that in the first place.
Yep.
So I think we need to really slow down and really realize, just like I was saying, I feel like 8 years into tattooing, I'm just getting my foundation going.
Yep.
And there's our timing and there's God's timing.
Amen to that, bro.
So
100%. So take that to heart, because it's so true.
mhm,
And it's like the tortoise and the hare. I'm just a tortoise. I'm not the hare. And
yeah.
I've learned so much. And like we talked about cars, there's like different levels of responsibilities with cars. There's
Hmm.
different levels of responsibility when you have a lot of families to feed and
Right.
mouths to feed
Yeah.
and responsibilities. And people look up to me and the company and my partner, and serve our customers, and then
Hmm.
they serve their families, and it's a blessing 100%. But it's interesting. I can imagine the next 3 years for you, bro, from 8 to 11, because I just got from that.
Uh,
It's gonna be a roller coaster, bro. It's gonna
Snowball.
be.
I feel like it growth isn't linear.
No.
That's something I took from the book Atomic Habits by
Yep.
James Clear. Yeah,
Mm-hmm,
I haven't
mm-hmm.
even finished it. I'm like, don't be fooled, guys. I'm like 20 pages in. I haven't finished the book at all, but it was so insightful that I had to just close the book and absorb what I read.
Mm,
And those he goes crazy those first couple of chapters, but he's talking about how real growth actually looks.
mm.
Like people think it's like a steady like incline, but it's not at all.
No.
There's short like explosive bursts of growth followed by like a long plateau,
Yeah.
And so going off uh intuition again, I feel like I've been at that plateau and I'm about to
Mm-hmm.
hit another point where I just like go
Yeah.
up, another
Well,
lift off point.
Well, it's interesting, and lift off moment. It's interesting when you think about it too, because like God leaves clues, right? So you'll
Hmm.
be around people, circumstances, situations that will then give you those clues.
Yeah.
And like some of the clues for me is like I met an agent before I got left for Japan. She's on track for like I don't even know. She's like $300 million in fucking business close, like real estate transaction business close in New York City,
Just
and
in New York.
just in New York. And she has a mega team, and she's hiring us just to do. I say just to do 60 million in production out of the $300 million on the YouTube side, because we do the
Wow.
passive prospecting, YouTube, website, guides, maps, that type of play.
Hmm.
So to like have those type of conversations, it's like what? And I just helped one of our clients hit 38 million last year, as a
Wow.
solo agent with a website and a YouTube channel, and we do all his SEO and his website and track his leads and all that stuff, intake forms, all that type of stuff. And he did 38. So and she wants to do 60, right? So it's like, what the fuck? So it's and the conversations that we're having, and like I even told you before we got on air, it's like I'm having the biggest month of the career of the company, and I'm only working a week and a half out of the whole entire month.
Put the applause on for that.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, my guy.
Yeah.
So it's crazy, right? It's crazy. Like I'm already at almost 80,000 for the month. And so we should finish out about 100.
Mhm.
And you know, and there's different levels of the game, right? There's
Right.
people that are finishing off at already $1 million in a month, right? And like my goal has been to get to those type of levels.
Mhm.
But you know, it's better to do, I feel like, slower, because then it'll stick longer.
Yeah. I watched YouTube videos where they're talking about growth of companies and then their downfalls. And I'm noticing something too is that like sometimes a company that grows super fast,
Mm.
actually not even sometimes, a lot of the times, their biggest weakness is how fast they grew
Mm.
because they weren't able to grow with it and develop the infrastructure to sustain that growth.
Yeah.
So they end up growing so fast and then they're just scrambling trying to keep this thing together
Yep.
and they can't sustain it and it falls apart.
Yep.
That's why like things take time to grow. Like there's a reason why certain trees take 100 years to reach a certain height because if it would have done it faster, it wouldn't have been able to sustain that. It wouldn't been able to consume that amount of energy to grow that fast in the first place, and then there would have been flaws within it. Like
Yeah.
things are designed in reality to grow at a certain pace for a specific reason. There's a
Yeah.
reason someone's not going to grow from 3 foot to 6 foot in a month. You
Yep.
know, your bones would break.
Yep. You'd be way more brittle,
Yeah.
falling all over the place and shit.
Yeah, so it's like we have this false perception of how fast things need to go, but things take time because things take energy. And
Yeah.
so there's a process that needs to be had. When things are being built, destruction typically comes first.
Yeah.
Things have to break apart before they're restructured.
Yep.
So, but that requires a certain amount of pacing.
Yeah. And that's exactly what we're going through, because we're bringing in so many clients, but then the development team can only develop so quick, you know, and then we can't get the development done in the 30 days. Now it's taking 6 or 8 weeks, and then the customers are like, "Hey, what's going on?" And then you want to like grow so fast. Well, then it's just like, what about your existing customers? And you don't want to have crazy fast turn. You want them to be happy, and you want them to come back, and you want to keep adding value to them. So then you got to build that department to then serve and check in with your current clients, outside of just bringing in new ones. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing for sure, and I'm glad that I have the amazing team. So thank you guys for editing and going through the whole production of this, so I could do this, because this is a passion for me outside of as this company grows. And then eventually when it does have the exit, then I want to go deeper in this, and then the whole Mr. Liftoff brand to coach, serve, support, help our youth to be able to like give them perspectives, and then have fucking cool people like you to come on, and they can follow your journey now and like be a part of your growth. And then we all get to fucking win together, dude.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know?
That'd be really
So
cool. Yeah.
that's the plan. But I appreciate you coming on today, bro.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
This has been freaking absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
And now we gotta go. I gotta go. What time is it? Pick up my wife's car. Yeah, I got time. It's only 4 o'clock. Dealership isn't closed until like 5 or 6, so we should be fine.
Okay.
But cool, man. We'll catch you on the flip side, y'all. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you enjoyed this. Give us your feedback. Follow this man, and let us know if you want to have him back on, and we can get into content. We can get into law of the universe, attraction, so many deeper conversations, and my tattoo.
Yeah, Q.inks on Instagram, Q Tattooing on TikTok, Q Inks on Facebook, Q Inks on YouTube.
Thank you for watching today's episode of the Liftoff Experience, as it is our intention to be able to help you have more liftoff in your life, personally, professionally, and spiritually. That's why we bring on amazing individuals and amazing episodes to be able to help you do as such. New episodes come out every single Saturday. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment below with one thing that you took away from the episode. And if you have a compelling story that you wish to share, and you want to come to Phoenix, Arizona, Gilbert, Arizona specifically, to our recording studio. We would love to have you on an episode. And a big thank you to Liftoff Agent, who does the thumbnail, writes the copy, does all the content for our show behind the scenes. That's all I do is find guests, point and shoot, and have a good time. So thanks so much to Liftoff Agent team. Thank you so much for staying to the end of the episode. And just do us a favor and like, subscribe, give us your feedback so we can get this out to more individuals. And of course, you can share this with someone else that you think that should see it, because at the end of the day, we all have to help each other and serve each other to have more liftoff. And now, our YouTube channel, you can go ahead and see all of our other videos. If you're listening to this, just go to the Liftoff Experience on YouTube. And if you're watching this, then you can see on the screen that we have lots of episodes that you can take a look at and you can watch today to be able to go deeper with different subject matters to help you have more liftoff in your life. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. God bless. We'll see you all on the next one.